Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. It's Chelsea versus Manchester City tonight. I didn't think I'd ever be less confident than I am right now that Chelsea are going to win for a Chelsea game, but we are here. The champions City versus Chelsea, who can't get a goal or a win or a point of any description at the moment, but we'll see what happens tonight. It's a slightly different Chelsea team to what we've seen in recent weeks. Whether that has an impact, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Cauliflower, welcome to the stream. Starts with hello then. I've been waiting for this match for so long. I've been dreading it for so long.
I'll be honest, I mean, yeah, I remember the day where you said to me that the first comment on Twitter under Chelsea's post was, hope the game gets called off.
It was on Tuesday when they did next match against City on Thursday, and the top most likely reply,
I'll be honest, being realistic, early predictions as a Chelsea fan, it's going to be a rough night for us.
It's not going to be great, is it?
But in 2003, we did beat Man City 5-0.
The thing is, I'll never not back Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you now.
The prediction is going to be...
In 8 minutes' time, I'm going to predict Chelsea to win. But just for everyone to know that's watching right now, we are sitting here bricking it for the next 90 minutes. It's going to be rough.
See a way we win. It's an interesting side. I'll read out in just a moment. I'm just getting myself a drink.
City.
A very warm evening in the
drop
studio.
Points at Everton. So maybe that's a bit of hope for Chelsea. Conceded in their last 4.
But we don't have Frank Lampard as manager. So.
Arsenal now 7 points clear at the top of the table. So City really cannot afford to drop more points. Especially Arsenal dropping points in midweek. This is a big chance for City to close the gap at the top of the table. If they lose tonight, that's really costly for them. Obviously, they're
a big out for Arsenal, who actually dropped points against Newcastle on Tuesday night.
Exactly. From a Chelsea point of view, do we have to talk about the Forest game? I'm not sure I want to talk about the Forest
No, it didn't happen.
Awful.
I've erased it from my memory.
Awful against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
Only positive I can take into this is Chelsea. We've scored in our last 2 games. I know it's Forest and Bournemouth. We did draw the Forest. We're not on a good run of form. We're struggling. We're now 9th in the table?
Yeah.
It really isn't looking good. And tonight it just gets a whole lot tougher. But this game, I think, defines us. If we get played off the park and lose 4-0, it shows who we really are. If we manage...
Shows us a lot of work to do in the next 27...
If we manage to dig deep and find a result today...
24 days.
If we manage to dig deep and find a result today, then I think that also says a lot. Is that despite a few bad results, there is still something left from Graham Potter. But there is potential in this Chelsea side. Potter is long term, but tonight is a big game, I think, in terms of our season.
Yeah, I mean, look back to the last big club we played, the Arsenal game. We were good. The goal we conceded was ridiculous, and I hated it. But right, shall we? I'll welcome people to the stream, then I'll get into the lineups because we're only 6 minutes away from kickoff. So, welcome Ryan Tune with the classic high full stop, and XZ as well. As always, great to see you guys here. Didn't notify me on YouTube. That is an awful shame, XZ. Make sure to check out the stream page before then and hit that notification bell.
Make sure you set those reminders on your stream.
Of course, if Chelsea lose, they'll be 10th.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, that's not great, is it?
But it doesn't matter because we're going to win the Champions League. That's how we're going to get Europe.
Sure.
There's a team there finished 10th and then won the Champions League. Obviously, just while you get the lineups up, Benoit Badiashile confirmed as a Chelsea player today, signed on a 7.5-year contract until 2030.
It's a risky one, but it makes sense for FFP.
He's watching tonight. Now, he might watch tonight and then turn around and go to his agent, I don't want to play for this club.
I hope he doesn't. Should we get into those lineups?
Yes.
We are, of course, at the Bridge. Chelsea, the home side, the they line up with Kepa Arrizabalaga between the sticks. It's then a flat four of captain Azpilicueta at right back. Back to Koulibaly Silva, and then Cucurella is in at left back. Not much surprise there. Chilwell still out injured. Then it's the pivot of Kovacic and Zakaria, and Jorginho dropped from the side that faced Nottingham Forest. Makes sense. Sterling on the right, Pulisic on the left. Ziyech replaces Mount in the attacking mid-role. Probably the biggest call from Graham Potter tonight, but it makes a lot of sense. Mount went missing on Sunday. Changes had to be made, and up front, leading the line, it's the German Kai Havertz, who had a very good return from the World Cup, scoring against Bournemouth, less good against Forest, hopefully for Chelsea's
One man
sake.
that did have a big World Cup, Hakim Ziyech, brought him today. Hopefully he can carry that World Cup form into today.
And then City, they're going with a very strong lineup compared to what they've been naming in recent weeks. It's a full-strength side, I would argue. Edison between the sticks. Flat four of Walker, Stones, Ake, Cancelo back in the team at left-back. No Rico Lewis this week. No Ake at left-back.
Could have
They've
played
named their strongest
Rico Lewis
team.
today, please.
Midfield three then. De Bruyne always scores against Chelsea's fantastic statistics against his former side. Rodri holding in the DM, and then captain Gundogan returns to the team. Bernardo Silva on the right, Phil Foden back in the team on the left, and Erling Haaland leads the line.
I mean, just in case, I've seen it on Sky Sports now 3 times, but in case anyone hasn't seen it, obviously Erling Haaland has scored more Premier League goals than the
Chelsea,
entire team of Chelsea this year.
Yeah. And we turned down the chance to sign Chelsea because we didn't want to spend £50 million. Instead, we went and got Lukaku. So, great.
Right. Everyone
also, welcome to the stream, Chelsea fan. Make sure to put your predictions in chat.
Oh god, Chelsea fan, welcome to the stream.
After X has just found all the negatives of what Chelsea are going to have when they inevitably lose this. Yeah, Chelsea fan says I'm not looking forward to this. Cauliflower says I am. X said asks Lampard out. Not yet. No. Maybe next week.
Big draw at
Get
City.
the Sean Dyche.
I think people forgetting they drew Man City. But yeah, we need to do predictions. Everyone else in chat, get your predictions. And Brian Tune, I am doing great.
I might not be.
In 90 minutes, I might change my answer. But yeah, everyone in chat, get your predictions in. I'm gonna go 1-0.
That was my prediction. We can both go for 1-0.
Okay,
we can both go for 1-0.
Yeah, I think we could nick a goal, but be under a lot of pressure for the rest of the game. Like nick a goal early, and then be under pressure for the rest of the game. And then Rodri will pick it up from 25 yards and just slap it top right.
My thought process is, what's the best result for Chelsea that seems in some way tangible, and that is a draw tonight. Yeah. I can't see us win. I just can't. It's a shame.
If we draw 1-1 tonight, you'll see us celebrating like we've just won the Champions League.
And if we only lose 1-0 or 2-0, then I go, I was quite close.
Exactly. We're not bad. I will only get frustrated if it gets embarrassing, which it shouldn't, because we are still a football club at the end of the day. Are we? Who knows? Yeah, I'll go 1-1. Goal scorer for Chelsea, Havertz, and then goal scorer for City, as I said, Rodri.
Yeah, fair enough. My 1-1, I will actually go for City to open the scoring. Actually, no, they'll just push on, won't they? I will go...
That's the key thing for me.
What?
Cannot concede early.
Yeah.
We concede first 10 minutes, we might as well just go home.
Yeah, forfeit. 3-0 is going to be less than what we'll concede by the end. I will go... You know what? Hakim Ziyech. I think it's going to come in the side. And I think he'll pick up... Yeah, obviously. Not really right, is it? Okay, it gets the ball on his left. We are about to get underway, by the way.
No, we didn't.
Or something's happening.
I think...
Is it a tribute for Pele?
I've got to do something, but I don't think...
Because Chelsea haven't played a game since.
I don't think the referee realised that we had to do one.
Yeah, I know.
Because the cameraman was kind of standing in the middle, and the ref's like, mate, go.
So yeah, I'll go for a Ziyech goal, and I will go for a Foden goal back in the side tonight. Cancelo will assist it as well, because I took them both out my fantasy team in the recent weeks.
Yeah.
Took Foden out because he wasn't playing before the World Cup, so I took him out with the obviously free transfers over the World Cup, and then I took out Cancelo last week for Malacia. Well, sorry, this week for Malacia.
I mean, I thought it would be a Pele tribute, but the Pele tribute's been a minute of applause. So that,
it is a Pele tribute. And some Chelsea fans are trying to hold up a shirt. There we go, they've done it.
They've worked out of the dirt now. Chelsea fan. I thought
And it's just going to be a minute of applause for a footballing legend who has unfortunately passed away this week.
What was it? Oh, he got lifted onto a fire truck, didn't he? He got carried during his funeral ceremony. He got carried in a fire truck, which only
Not aware of this story.
Which only the greatest people ever to come out of Brazil get to go on. I think he was the first sporting person to ever get it.
Oh,
so
very nice touch.
If someone else knows more about it, and obviously say I don't really know too much about it.
Not a big knower of Brazilian culture.
No.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean,
what are other people's predictions in chat?
Get your predictions in chat.
My chat doesn't update sometimes, but X said is going 4-1 City.
God.
So that's
great
great.
Tonight,
Chelsea fan doesn't even think we'll score. He's gone 4-0 City. Okay.
Ryan Tune, Cauliflower, anyone else in chat, make sure to get
Make sure to get your in the chat. We're about to get underway here at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea's match versus Manchester City, where the champions face 10th in the league.
At least Anthony Taylor's an referee. There's another bald man. We never get. And Jimmy Carragher's commentating. I'm glad we can't hear him. The
saving grace of strings is that we can't have the audio. Havertz gets us underway. Chelsea get us kicked off, and I've got 90 minutes of a very tough task of keeping Manchester City and more prominently Erling Haaland quiet. Now, this is a good start, and now we've lost the ball. Havertz picked it up in a good area. Ziyech zipped it inside in a good area. Tried to find Havertz, intercepted by Rodri. It has then been pumped long, and it is a throw-in for Chelsea deep in their own half. As Pilaqueta, who I'm a little bit worried about at right back tonight. I think obviously he's up against Phil Foden. We saw how brilliant he was at the World Cup. He's also been rested the last few weeks, as P is also not the fastest. And I'm very, very worried about that. And Cauliflower is going 6-0 Chelsea, 6-0 City. So
no, it's not really. If it's 6,
City regain possession. Zachariah trying to fight off De Bruyne. De Bruyne does well. Cancelo, De Bruyne, Zachariah, good challenge. Is that a Chelsea throw? Not in the view of the referee.
I don't like Paul Tierney, I'll be honest.
I don't think you like any referee. There's not a single referee that their name comes up at the bottom of the screen and you go, yeah,
Andy
brilliant.
Magley, was it Andy Magley? I think it was. Forgot that they were doing a minute silence at Everton City. But to be fair to him, they were doing a minute's applause and then a minute's silence.
That's a very confusing system. Ziyech with the ball, by the way. Good challenge from Bernardo. Kukuresh from Cancelo.
He blows his whistle to stop it. He turns to assistant referee to handshake him. The assistant kind of looks at him and goes, mate, we're doing a minute's silence. So he kind of just puts his hand down as a stand there. It was quite
Rodri zips it forward. Foden back to Ake. City already coming forwards. Here's Gundogan back to Ake. Ake flying down this left.
Where is he? He's there.
It's a weird team for City tonight. Cancelo is at right back.
Ake left back. They've kicked it
out. They've kicked it out. I think there's a man down. Sterling. And it is Raheem Sterling against his former side.
He didn't want to play, did he? Let's be honest. He didn't want to play.
And that is a concern very early into this game for Chelsea.
Hutchinson.
It will be Omari Hutchinson, I'd imagine.
We haven't got anyone else. I think,
Who's he told to warm up?
Potter's just turned around and said...
that is not Omari Hutchinson. That's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Drop Havertz in, sends Ziyech out wide.
Pierre-Emerick
Aubameyang.
It's under challenge from Stones and something goes there.
Well,
it's the back of his thigh. I don't know the body well enough to comment.
Aubameyang wouldn't step on this pitch tonight.
I'm so sick of watching Aubameyang. The last few weeks, every time he comes on, that
doesn't look like a man.
He doesn't look like he cares, and that's so frustrating to me. When Omari Hutchinson doesn't get any minutes, and you see Aubameyang go on there every single week and do nothing.
Oh, Sterling's back up.
Barely move. I hope Sterling's okay to continue because I do not want to see Aubameyang on tonight. Full stop. Whether that's now, whether that's in 65 minutes, I don't want to see Aubameyang play tonight. I'd rather us give Omari Hutchinson. Like Sterling looked like he'll be able to continue.
Potter looks relieved. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm relieved as well. Keep hitting that like button, people. Yes, Chelsea fan. Indeed, keep hitting that like button. What are we on now? We're on 10, it says on here, so I'm going to say we're on 9. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. 10 votes in the poll and chat as well. 60% City, 40% Chelsea. Let's either some optimistic Chelsea fans in chat or some completely delusional neutrals.
Yeah.
And I'm here for both of you.
Well, I'm surprised I've got a draw.
Well, is there much chance it's a draw?
I
think if
Chelsea
City
winning.
score, they push on. Yeah, but if Chelsea can just get a goal and then somehow keep City quiet.
See what Pulisic can do against
Exactly.
City.
Is there, if Chelsea can get a lucky goal or even two,
Soccer.
then they can potentially keep them quiet.
It's a big game for Hakim Ziyech.
Brilliant switch to the play by De Bruyne. Can he pick out Foden? Yes, he can. Foden tries to pull it back to Haaland, but it's a good interception from Thiago Silva. Ziyech wants to break, holds up the ball well, and then he's fouled by
silly from Ake there, because again, look, Ziyech was immediate. Also, why?
Sterling's walking round. They have made the sub, apparent, have they?
No, he's coming off, but Aubameyang's not ready.
So Sterling's coming off for Aubameyang.
So we've just played with 10 men for a while.
That's very smart though there from Hakim Ziyech. Held up the ball nicely, drew the foul. And that's it. So they are they going to up front? Because that's what Potter's just held up, 2 fingers. Are we going to up front now? Aubameyang comes on for Raheem Sterling after just 4 minutes here at Stamford Bridge.
More of a 4-4-2.
Is this going to be, or a 4-2-2, or are we going to see Aubameyang up front, Havertz drop deeper and Ziyech pushed out wide? I guess we'll have to wait a few minutes to find out.
Either or Ziyech's out wide.
Koulibaly pumps it long.
No, it looks like Aubameyang's just left.
Yeah, they're up front together, I think.
No, look where Ziyech is.
Out right. Yeah, Aubameyang's up front, Havertz in attacking midfield.
Ziyech was just very high.
Yeah, Ziyech's been pushed right.
Oh.
That's a good interception from Koulibaly, stopping the ball, getting from Haaland. Havertz fighting with Rodri, but forgets to go for the ball and instead goes for the man. And Rodri nods it on.
He was.
Okay.
Forgot where he was.
Knocks it backwards.
Go on, Aubameyang, put the pressure on Henderson.
Really applying the press there. I don't have a clue what this City lineup is today. Because Ake is at left back.
Cancelo right back.
Cancelo and Walker's at centre half. Ake's at left back. Cancelo's at right back. What are they doing? I don't understand it. I thought maybe it's a 3-back, and then I realised they don't have enough centre halves on the pitch.
Yeah,
Chelsea regain possession. Havertz.
Where's he going?
Back to Zachariah. Chelsea want to just camp it in City's half for a bit.
Zachariah.
Who'd have thought it, hey? We actually put the DM on the pitch.
Not a great ball from Thiago Silva. I was going to say, yeah.
He was a lot higher than he's used to be for Chelsea.
He sat on the bench for ages. And while
Bernardo's just been allowed to run at our team when the players backed off it.
That's the problem. They're back. They've now managed to get out the pitch 15 yards because we let him do that.
Cross to Ake. Ake looking for that forward pass. Has to go across. Rodri.
Players playing each other here.
You've got
De Bruyne or former Blues.
And then obviously Sterling used to play for Manchester City. Yeah. A few players that have made that switch. Obviously, Frank Lampard did it famously in 2015. Left Chelsea to go to NYCFC, and then he was loaned to Manchester City.
Only player who'll ever get away with doing that, Frank Lampard.
Nicholas Anelka obviously did the reverse, I believe, right? Joining from left City and then joined Chelsea not too long after that.
Dave down the line.
I might have got that the wrong way around. Havertz fighting Stones, knocks it back. Here's Azpilicueta. Little slow on the ball, gets dispossessed.
Reece James keeps
City
hold
have
of that.
possession again. Or gets fouled.
Yeah, doesn't just lose it.
Oh, the ball's been knocked past Kovacic and now City coming forward. Cancelo, he can attack Cucurella. De Bruyne makes the overlap. Cancelo will use him, but Cucurella will get there as a good challenge and he puts out of play.
Otherwise, this is how it's going to be for the next 83 minutes.
Backs against the walls defending and trying to just hit them on the counter and see what they can get from it.
That's Chelsea throw.
Smart from Cucurella then, obviously must have come off De Bruyne.
I just watched him lever out of play, so he must have taken the deflection.
Yeah.
Someone that's good from Kovacic.
Pulisic heads up in the air. Havertz can't quite get there.
That's the problem. We can't really put in these we can't.
And now City have possession again.
Because you're playing City, your passes have to be on point.
Yeah.
You can't just head the ball into no man's land.
There needs to be some
and
accuracy.
hope for the best. Because City is going to nick the ball off you.
Yeah.
And once City get the ball, it's very hard to win it back.
Well, that depends. City have sometimes wait for possession, I'd say. Cancelo.
The fact that their whole
Walker lets it run across his body. It's now with Stones.
Half already. In the 8th minute.
Keith might as well, but he's not going to have anything else to do tonight.
Yeah.
Might as well form a back three. Walker plays it forward. Gundogan tries to get a nod on.
Dave,
now Koulibaly gives it to Zachariah. He's got time and space. Needs to be careful with it. Pulisic. He's put an absolute hospital ball for Kovacic, but it's brilliant from Mateo Kovacic. It's now with Zachariah. Chelsea can counter here. Zakaria to Cucurella. Chelsea bringing it forward, looking dangerous. He's had a shot almost. Mark Cucurella hits the side netting from quite the distance.
That made Edison have something to think about, though.
But we just look devoid of any ideas. Like Kovacic here, why doesn't he play that ball through to Aubameyang though?
And this pass from Zakaria
isn't great. Why not play it through to Pulisic? It's just we seem to be picking out the wrong pass at the moment. But positive movement.
Don't think he meant to have a shot there. I think he sees Bernardo coming and just goes, "I have to." Put
Let's
it in the
try
box.
and get it to Aubameyang. Yeah.
Instead, he nearly caused a problem for Edison.
I mean, yeah, if it's on target.
That would be the one way to win this goal. Scoring a goal like that, I mean.
Or we push it over, we get a corner, and we know our prowess from corners.
Which is,
or at least last
well,
season.
you have to say this season we haven't seen
I don't know who would take corners on this pitch because Reece James usually takes.
Oh no, Ziyech.
And then Mount.
Wouldn't you? Oh, we want outswingers, though, don't we? Because that's where we sit.
Well, it depends on the side, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If it swings out, then someone can head it in. If it swings in, then someone's just got to nod it on.
Could Pulisic?
No.
He'd have to be Ziyech, wouldn't it?
Here is Cancelo. The ball switched wide to him. Tries to play it forward. Cucurella deals well. And Chelsea want to let this run out. I don't think they're going to be able to. Kovacic is going to have to bring that ball forward. It's Cucurella. Tries that forward pass. Zips off De Bruyne.
Kovacic is that he...
Kovacic now tries to find Aubameyang. Aubameyang needs to be more on it.
Unlike other players.
Come on.
Unlike other players, Kovacic looks like... Yeah, he doesn't mind trying things against City. He doesn't look scared. He's happy to play football. Whereas
he'll still do what he does so brilliantly at carrying that ball forward into a bit of open space. He's done 2 or 3 times now. That pass to Aubameyang from Kovacic was very poor. But if Aubameyang's on his toes, he still gets there ahead of Nathan Ake, who is behind him. He ran across him, but
you get a striker that isn't over the age of 30, and
cares.
Yeah.
Give Fofana a go. I know he only joined, 4 days ago?
That threw me off. I thought you would stick Wesley Fofana up front.
That is going to be confusing now that we have David Datro Fofana, isn't it?
DDF.
Yeah, and Wes.
Just make sure that doesn't stand for anything horrific.
Yeah.
Walker.
The DBF is the Dutch version. Not the Dutch, the German version of the FA.
Oh yeah.
I think.
DFB Pokal.
Oh, I said DFB, not DBF.
Oh, that's a good ball from... Who's the other centre-half for City? Walker. And Stones.
Yeah. Koulibaly takes the bus for brilliant challenge there. Cancelo driving inside, he just gets rid of it. And Haaland, I don't think he's touched the ball yet.
I don't think he has.
I think that might be what the commentators are talking about now. But
He's
Haaland,
good progress. 11 minutes gone. Erling Haaland
It's only 11 minutes though. And Haaland needs 1 touch. That's all he needs.
And you look at he had 3 touches at Bournemouth and still scored a goal. No, 11 touches, wasn't it? There's a whole thing that I look at.
Scored and got an assist, right? No, only got an assist, didn't score.
Kova.
That was one of the 2 games he's not scored in this season, I believe.
Aubameyang. What's he gonna do with it?
The only other one was Liverpool.
Uses Ziyech.
Tries to play it to Aubameyang. Luckily for us, Ake intercepted it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't offside, but then we do lose the possession. A moment later, Nathan Ake with the throw. They cut back to Pep Guardiola, who looks
it's like a crap
bamboozled. Maybe he's called him fatty again, or sexy, either way.
They seem to have made that, because then he called him fat and then called him sexy.
Yeah.
So
maybe he just sat and earned his place back in the side.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's Koulibaly. Cucurella under pressure goes, but does a terrible pass.
He's lucky.
Luckily, Pulisic does really well actually.
That is why
to get to it, and that is a fantastic turn from Kovacic. I don't like how nervy we're playing, and it's another poor pass. Cucurella needs to start, giving it to his teammates and not these City players. We know he wanted to join City in the summer.
Yeah.
He got, they didn't go in for him. In the end, he joins Chelsea. But tonight, it's so fast. Yeah.
It will work out for Potter.
Maybe that pass was supposed to be a back pass. Forgot who was playing for.
Yeah.
Koulibaly.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva.
Is long term, but this season
I believe in Graham Potter.
This is good.
I've seen enough over his career to still believe. Ziyech gets it to Aspit, gets stuck in his feet a bit.
That's brilliant.
Ziyech then gets back involved. But now, look, there's no one. Xander Zacharias had to go in there, which to be fair wouldn't be a bad shout. Maybe we do that permanently.
Or Chalobah.
Or a right back. To be fair, could be worth a try. It can't be worse than Aspilicueta. I love Aspie. Do not get me wrong, but in 2023, That's 10 years since we signed
Because
him.
look, if they now reversed it to Phil Foden, he's going to bring that down and then rinse Dave, and then he's in.
Chelsea are playing kind of similar to Liverpool versus City. Let's say you have all the possession, but be defensively solid and hit on the counter. Yeah, exactly. And so far, it's not been a complete disaster.
We are only 13 minutes in, and as we say that, here is Ilkay Gundogan.
Gundogan, a cross, and Kepa gets a good hand on it.
He's going to need to play well today. He's going to need the performances live, because he's going to be called upon several occasions, and he's going to need to make the saves. But this is too easy. Way too easy.
Next says Chelsea should play through the middle. My only concern with that is Aubameyang just doesn't look active enough.
But Havertz looks good.
Yeah. Oh, that's a poor pass to Foden. Ziyech cuts it out. Zakaria, we need that progressive ball forward. Havertz has to go back.
Again.
That's the issue. We've got no outlet now. Havertz, I think, deeper is good, but we have to buy a striker.
Or give Fofana a go once we can.
Or soon to Bell.
But
he's now Aubameyang is in behind. Stones with him,
the
though.
one thing he
can he get the ball forwards? No, it's well blocked by Stones. Here's Ziyech.
That's the one thing Aubameyang can do. Can get him behind.
Azpilicueta. Here's Zakaria now. Back with Aspi. Chelsea looking more positive now. Ziyech, Aspi. This is good from Chelsea. The delivery is good, but there's no one at the back post. Pulisic should come a little bit more inside. It makes sense to be in that area. We just need to Cucurella a bit higher there, but that would cost us a lot of defensive stability if he was playing as a left winger.
Against Bournemouth, he runs in there and makes an option. Against City, you don't do that.
Taco Silva, that's a good ball forwards. Dave manages to get there. Ziyech, can he keep it in play? Yes. Back to Dave, who is offside, unfortunately. I think he's made the right call there. Aspi had to come running back on. I think Ziyech.
I don't know, Ziyech. I don't think he doesn't look for the offside because he tried to find Aubameyang when he was offside.
Yeah.
But
Guardiola looks unusually uneased by this first 15 minutes.
Chin, he doesn't usually.
I was going to say, usually they're 5-0 up by this point, so he's smiling. And that's a good rubber possession by Mark Cucurella. Finds Havertz. Good position to Pulisic. And that's a Penrith.
No, that's a massive tackle. That is a massive tackle from John Stones.
That's a good challenge.
If not, it's one of
Pulisic is dead. Let's see a replay here. It's poor Cancelo and Walker, just a miscommunication.
Havertz, so good. Wow.
It's a good challenge from Stones, so it may have hurt.
Let's have a look at this one then.
This one, does he actually get the... He does get the ball. He does get the ball. That's a really, really good tackle.
Pulisic seems to be alright.
A really, really good tackle there.
That's a massive tackle.
Yeah. So, by the way, 16 votes on the poll in chat so far. 56% Chelsea. People are starting to believe, or some Chelsea fans are just joining. Either way, welcome to the stream.
The outswinger.
44% City. Still no one has voted for a draw.
Puts it in, headed away. Kovacic gets on the edge though. We know he can hit him from here.
Gives it to Ziyech. On his left, can deliver it.
Not a bad one, you know.
Swings it back, but just sort of floats it back post.
Still alive. Chelsea fans want Anvil. No, they've given a free kick.
Side for something, and now someone's gone down.
He's given a free kick to
City.
Ref's given a free kick.
Chelsea player down. Is it Pulisic?
I hope not.
Because we've got.
It is.
Yeah. It's got to be Hutchinson now, surely. But if you've got no one else to play there, Potter, unless you can put another man in midfield. In which case, I'm kicking off because Amari deserves a chance. If this is Pulisic out of the game, let's give Amari a shot. You've got no other excuses.
I mean, this is not the way we wanted today to start.
No, but Chelsea. This is the problem though, because as we go late into this game, substitutions could make the difference. Chelsea down to 3. If this is a change, and they have to make them all in the same.
I think his foot just stops dead. I don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah. Same stoppage. So Chelsea will be forced into a triple sub if this is an injury.
He kind of kicks a stationary ball, really. I think it offsets his leg.
Welcome to the stream, Precious, by the way. Hey guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too.
He's having a good game. He hasn't looked awful.
Yeah. Vadiashile with his NASA jacket on.
I don't know why they look at it. He's not going to come on left wing, is he?
No, but they do like to point out that people are watching. As if we're supposed to go, what? He's turned up and watched the team he's about to sign for. I am truly stunned.
Next to Bowley. This has got to be...
Bowley praying for his star boy.
Oh my god, yes. Look at him, he's so nervous.
I reckon he's probably humming American Boy in his head.
Who's that? I don't know.
I don't know, unfortunately. It's David Fofana.
I'm guessing the one on the right.
Joins from Chelsea. Joins.
Oh, Pulisic's going again.
Chelsea from
That does not
Malta.
look like a man who can run.
He is laboured in his movements. I'd just call it a day and let's get Omari Hutchinson on.
Cause I can't seem to get out.
What, Timo Werner? Cancelo, it's not a good ball, but it is going to be out for a Chelsea throw very deep, which is worrying.
Omari Hutchinson.
That's a very ambitious ball.
That man is not
from Cancelo.
we're
Looking for Foden, and that is going to be the end of Christian Pulisic's night. After 18 minutes, Chelsea forced into their second substitution.
He didn't kick the ball over. Could have just left on the cone. Who's he going to? Gallagher.
Oh my God, that's just a brain dead decision again.
We sent Gallagher to warm up, so I'm guessing it's Gallagher. And again with Bowe, we're playing with 10 men again.
I'm fed up of us neglecting our youth. The point of Graham Potter's reign is, we actually use our young players and develop our young talents. Yet you won't give Omari Hutchinson a go. I can't understand it.
A 4-3-2.
Omari's a fantastic young footballer. Let's give him a shot. What's the worst that can happen? We lose against City. Stunning. I was not expecting that.
Who knows? If he comes on scores double against City, then we'll fan
Kovacic, Kepa. Exactly. That's the best that could happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what is the worst? But that's what was expected.
Well, this is really good football.
Yeah.
Really good.
Here's Havertz, Zakaria.
Actually, no, I understand why.
We've got no option out right now, though, without Pulisic.
No, there's a guy there.
That's it, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see him. He blended in with the sideboard.
And then I thought
he was so inanimate that I didn't know he was there.
What's it say? He's...
Kukureya's just having to create some width at the moment. Koulibaly. Kovacic.
Oh, this is good. Have a go there, Havertz. I don't mind it. He's got the ability.
Ziyech.
And look, he's going to have to cut in because...
Zakaria. Kovacic, we've seen him hit that from here a few times. Havertz. The problem, we've just got no outlet.
Yeah.
Aubameyang's just offering nothing. But I don't know what else he can do. And obviously down a man, that's one less option.
Oh, and here comes De Bruyne. Haaland not touched the ball yet in the first 20 minutes.
That's a good block from Koulibaly. Blocks the ball forwards to Haaland.
That's what we've got to do though. We've got to isolate him. And that's exactly what we've done.
Zakaria looked a little bit...
By the way, Aubameyang's only had one more touch than Sterling. Sterling's not on the pitch anymore.
Yeah, but still, he's had 2 more touches than Haaland, right? 3 more touches.
Sterling's had 2 more.
There we go. Haaland's had 4 now.
Oh, great.
Now 5.
See,
he's had
5 touches and they managed to get the ball in our penalty area. Oh,
Kukureya and Cancelo both go in. Well, they both went in strong.
Oh, it was committed. Oh, God.
Here is Cancelo.
I don't know why it's taken us so long to get the sub on. Why didn't as soon as we went down?
Ball's not gone out of play.
Brilliant catch from Kepa. No, but they'll be still getting ready, won't they?
It doesn't matter. The ball's not gone out.
I think.
Is there another player down? Oh no, so he's telling someone to go down. Carney's coming on. Well, this is not a disaster, everyone. We are trusting the youth.
This is chance to prove so. Koulibaly.
Koulibaly's also injured.
No, he's boot.
Yeah, completely.
Is he playing on a broken boot?
Presumably not.
By the way, this is a terrible advert for whoever those boots are, because I believe that's the same boot that Kukureya had. So who is? I don't know who. What? Yeah, Carney chuck Emeka onto the field as a Chelsea player for the third?
We'll still play Man City on Sunday. Yeah, but I'll be honest. As much as it'd be nice to win a trophy this year, the FA Cup is, I don't know.
Yeah, so Koulibaly's going to get new boots. I mean, this could not.
Is anyone going to be on the pitch come the end of this? Because
somehow we're drawing 0-0.
Complete shit show. Like, in terms of, we've had 2 players gone off. A bloke's lost his boots. What is going on?
But it's still 0-0. That's the main thing here.
Yeah.
It's still 0-0. We're still in the game.
Koulibaly's only just learned how to put a shoe on.
He take the sole out. He take the sole out of the one that was broken.
Yeah.
He's clearly got a certain sole he then put back in.
No, but he put it on the floor. They just stamped on it. Is that a ritual? I don't know. But yeah. Moscow said it was changing agent according to Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, makes sense.
Right, ball's now back in play. Kepa has it. Koulibaly has 2 working boots. And Chelsea have 11 players back on the pitch, 1 more.
So Carney Chukwuemeka is now out wide left.
Well, let's see what we can do.
I just can't. I like Carney a lot, and I'm glad he's been given a chance. But why not Omari?
I guess he wants to give Carnage. I don't know.
Yeah, but Omari's a winger. Chukwuemeka's not.
Well, Omari can play everywhere, really. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. He's a winger.
Ziyech. He's just smacked the ball into...
And Chukwuemeka can't play everywhere. I've never seen him play out wide.
I've never seen
but that's a good challenge.
That's good. Oh, yeah. Havertz, great turn.
Goes to Ziyech. Get that
Again,
sprint
Aubameyang's
ball
offside.
forwards. Havertz is in behind
look to
here for
right.
Chelsea. Can he get it across to Aubameyang? He cuts
he's
it
done
back.
so well.
Carney on
That's it
the
to
edge.
Carney.
Oh, it's a
What a
big
tackle
challenge
again.
from Bernardo Silva. Ziyech bringing it forwards.
Cut
across
across,
the box.
Ederson
It's
saves.
well saved.
Much better.
Chelsea applying the
Much
pressure. This
better.
is sensational. Cucurella challenges the air with Cancelo and lets the ball fall to Kovacic.
That would have been perfect for Carney to just come on and
Oh, my, yeah.
tuck that home. But I mean, wow, that's been so far this game.
Silva.
Stones and Bernardo had to make two
Koulibaly.
massive tackles to stop Chelsea from scoring now.
That's the difference, though. City make those tackles, and I don't know if Chelsea do. I know
that
that
sent off.
what's
Thiago
his face
Silva
do?
is probably behind Haaland at that point.
Southampton set aside Mislav Orsic.
That'd be good. That's a great
Wow.
deal.
I mean, we were talking.
We need some players.
Might do a podcast on Southampton next week and what they need to do, especially with the rumours of Danny Ings being available. But if they get Orsic,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a risk because he's not proven. Like
Champions League
400% of their squad.
Oh,
That is poor from Kovacic. It's a
what
big
tackle.
challenge from Thiago
I love
Silva.
that man so much.
Now Zachariah, as Piliquetti, bails out again. The passing's been a little bit sloppy at times from Chelsea. Majority of the time, we've been really good. We look really good on the ball tonight, and I'm very impressed. But there's just been a few sloppy passes. It's like on FM when your team cohesion isn't quite there.
This is good from Carney.
Cucurella makes the overlap. It's a big
Again,
challenge
that's
from
a
Bernardo
big
Silva.
tackle
It's a
from
Chelsea throw. Chukwuemeka. Cucurella. It's kept on by Walker, and now it's with Kovacic.
Just takes the time to calm the game down.
So it's been so poor. It's like they don't want to win the Premier League.
They haven't been great.
I don't think they don't want to win the Premier League, but I think they will focus on the
I
Champions
think
League.
they've been a bit surprised because Chelsea we do not look like the same side
Ziyech.
that drew 1-1 with Forest.
Zachariah.
It's been
I think
much
he's talking
better
in
football.
general, though, X is.
Oh yeah.
Cucurella, Chukwuemeka.
That's
Cuts
great
inside.
turn.
He could hit this.
Doesn't fancy
Probably
it.
should have.
Havertz back to Zachariah.
Zachariah.
He was going to hit it. That touch was a bit heavy. Back to
That's peak.
Zachariah. He's going to hit it
Zachariah.
now, is he? He's going to...
Tries to play it forward. It bounce off a few players and Foden gets it cleared. I think Kepa's going to come out and collect that. Well, not with his hands, thankfully. If not, he'd have been sent off. And Mendy would have to come on and we'd have no subs
No,
left.
it's Bettinelli. Kovacic just
even
possessed
better.
again. He's going to foul him and get a yellow card. No, he got the ball.
Yeah,
Brilliant
good
tackle.
challenge. Cucurella. Kovacic.
Bettinelli if Kepa gets sent off.
Brilliant. Please do not pick up the... Oh, that's brilliant from Zachariah.
Bettinelli.
Sells a few players a dummy, but he's got no option further forward. And again, Aubameyang's so stagnant. It's my biggest... When we have Havertz up there, constant movement...
My worry is if we get another
really, but-
injury, that's all our subs.
You know.
Because obviously that's our last break.
Yeah. Chelsea, when you never walk alone. Welcome to the stream, smiley face, is what I'm going to call you, since that is what your name is. Not literally, but an emoji. Well, not an emoji, but something. I don't know. That's a very impressive username. But Chelsea, when you never walk alone. I think you've got your clubs mixed up there, but I'm guessing you're a Liverpool fan who wants Chelsea to win. I don't know.
That's good. I'll take the Chelsea
Welcome to
win
the stream.
part
I
of that.
hope Chelsea win.
That's great
Don't know if
football.
they will.
Dave puts it. That's a corner.
No, that's out for a
much better.
Chelsea corner.
Much better from Chelsea.
Again.
Last 5-10 minutes.
Let's try and find Thiago Silva.
It makes me sad every time they cut to the bench and Reece James and Ben Chilwell just sat there. But also,
You know the biggest difference between this Chelsea team and the Chelsea team that won the Champions League is Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah.
I think if we've got Rudiger instead of Koulibaly, not only are there less defensive mistakes, and we look more solid with as a two of Rudiger and Thiago Silva, but also we just got a shit ton of headers this year.
And I have much more fun in watching us. Because if we lost 5-0,
But he does a fun
run,
scissor kick.
Exactly.
Something, yeah.
Oh, it's a foul. Rodrigo's just chucked him on the floor.
And the linesman agrees it's going to be a
Ziyech's
Chelsea
done
free
well,
kick in a
that's
good
gone down on
area.
his head. I don't know why he's done that.
Foden tries to help him up, but Ziyech is incurable. Luckily now he does.
Wow, it's like he's
Sit up
risen by
again.
the Lord. Free kick though, in a good position. Again, football's been much better from Chelsea. But again, it's what you have to do against City. You have to take your chances when you have the better of the play.
So Chelsea fan says we'll go get Mudryk now. I think that's after Exed was discussing the collapse of the Enzo Fernandez deal. I don't want Mudryk, I don't think. I don't know. It's a tough one for me. I think it's very unproven. He's another...
We saw what Ziyech
similar
could do
to
for this
the signing
area
of Ziyech,
for
yeah.
Morocco, especially against Belgium.
If he just puts this on the keeper, Carney's in there. Aubameyang's at the back post. It is in that area. Haaland, though, that's the difference. Haaland wasn't playing at the World Cup. Walker, under pressure from Aubameyang, just clears it Does well too, to be fair. Kovacic
Who's going for that ball then?
Koulibaly.
So good from Koulibaly. And then how's he
loses
been
possession to
out-muscled by
Cancelo. Cancelo goes down
and
very softly. Who has
probably
managed to
because of
fool
the
the
sheer
referee.
size of Koulibaly, it looks like a
Yeah.
foul. That's a brilliant clearance because he's whipped this with some pace right on the goal. Because Edison was going to come punch that.
Yeah.
He misses that.
The problem is we have no one that can try and hold in the air. And again, this is where we miss Tony Rudiger. But
And look at that, last 10 minutes possession, 76% Chelsea, much better.
it's like, if you look at all our sales over the last 5 years, do they make us better or worse as a team?
Last 5 years, Hazard was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah. Eden Hazard,
I really don't. That's a tough.
Rudiger,
So I look at the likes of Havertz.
Tammy Abraham.
I look at.
I'm
the
not
likes
saying completely, every player that's...
But equally, if we hadn't sold Tammy, would we have then got No, we would have got Bammy because we still had Tammy.
Exactly.
But I think
Timo Werner. If we hadn't sold him, would he
Yeah.
have done better than Aubameyang is?
But I look at Havertz and Kovacic and Thiago Silva. What a deal that was. Looking back on it, and obviously Ben Chilwell, again, brilliant deal. If he could,
I think in hindsight, we should have kept Timo one more season. Because I think after 3 years, you get a good gauge of whether he's ever going to do it in that country.
One thing I also look at.
I don't think we gave him long enough.
Hang on, Rodri's ball in here. But if you look at all the big sides, right? You take every injury out of it and you go, what is their best 11 on paper when their whole squad is fit? I think Chelsea are right up there. I just think that Ben Chilwell and Reece James effect is massive.
But I don't know who plays up for Havertz up front. I think that's the 7th best striker in the league.
Okay, we'll find out how good Fofana is. Obviously, Badiashile still to come into this. I know he's for the future, but I still think right now he's still good enough. There's a lot of options. But right now, since I've said that Chelsea are on top, that I don't think we've touched the ball since Haaland cleared that set piece.
Yeah.
It's like he touches it.
That's right, as long as City don't get it forwards.
Yeah.
So
but if City kicks
Stones
something,
goes
City
out
kick
wide.
into
Here's
gear.
Cancelo. By the way, welcome to the stream, Clay.
Kick around.
It's whipped in. It's a bit of a mess from Koulibaly, but
difference.
Kepa recovers
Rudiger
nicely.
has levered that to the halfway line.
Or like
Yeah,
diving headers it.
All the way into the
I
shit.
think the Koulibaly transfer was a bad one.
I think it was a rushed one.
I think if you look back at our summer just gone, Aubameyang was a poor signing. I think Zachariah we've not used enough, but was a good loan deal.
It's now right at the moment.
I think that Koulibaly was a failure.
I think it was a bit of a panic.
And I think instead we should have just gone and splashed the cash and just go
It's
for
not
Vardy.
panic because it wasn't rushed, but I feel like Chelsea. What we went right, we need a statement signing early.
Yeah.
We need to replace Rudiger because everyone's sad about it. I think Carney's a good one, especially for the future. I think he's the ability to do well.
But when you look at the signing of Chukwuemeka and Cassaday at £40 million for both, I question why both.
Yeah.
Why not just Chukwuemeka? From what I've seen of Cassaday in the academy, of what I've heard, I've not.
Gundogan goes
I
on.
can't really understand why you'd spend £40 million on
Yeah.
two 19-year-olds. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Chelsea know something we don't, and they're good.
Especially when they're a very similar profile, they play a very similar position in a very similar role. I don't know why you'd have both. Because they don't fit in the same team.
Unless we're going
It's like when we had Mata and Oscar.
But in 5 years, we'll
Two
play
very
with
talented
two
players.
cams, and they're both ripping up the world.
Oh, of course, but I don't know what team plays with two attacking midfielders.
Well, they rip up the world, and then we sell one of them for loads of money.
Don't know what's going on here.
I mean, shots-wise, City only had one. That Gundogan shot was their first shot of the game in the 32nd minute. Chelsea had 3 shots, 1 on target. Which one was that?
I think Haaland was in the Chelsea box when the goal kick was taken and it's been
Or the
pulled
ball's
back.
moving, or is it? I don't know.
I believe it's Haaland from what his hand gestures were, but I might be wrong. He didn't do the ball rolling thing that Taylor does every 7 minutes.
I think he just does it for a laugh, Taylor. I think he just does every referee decision for a laugh. That's a pullback.
Yep,
From Kyle
Chelsea win a free kick. You know what? 30 minutes played. I'm
taking
pleased
this.
so far.
And
It could all go to shit in the next 5.
Despite us
but-
being the better team, I'm taking 0-0 going into half time.
Oh, it's still 12 minutes. It's still 12 minutes.
I'll take 1-0.
For us to find a goal.
So,
Thiago Silva. Here's Azpilicueta.
That's not bad
Aubameyang
ball,
now
man. That's
finally
toes.
moves. Ziyech hits it
that's
forward.
brilliant
Zakaria bringing it forwards. Can he get past Rodri? Can't quite.
That's the thing. Mason Mount would be in that Zakaria position, and Mason Mount.
He wouldn't. Mason Mount doesn't play as a...
I'm just saying that
DM.
Zakaria should have done better there.
I don't know what else you want him to do. He's not a winger.
That's what I'm saying.
But he drove the ball forwards quite nicely, which is not what he does. That's
Yeah.
a more Kovacic role. It's just a shame that happened.
That's
the
what
play
I
happened
meant.
on the wrong
If
side of the pitch.
Kovacic was there, then we'd probably progressed a bit further.
Chukwuemeka puts the pressure on Bernardo. Bernardo manages to find
So
an
much
outlet
room, Walker.
with Carl Walker.
This is the problem with having Walker centre.
Here's
It kind
Cancelo.
of doubles up as they have two right backs.
I don't know what this team is, but I think
Who's playing right
Cancelo
wing?
might be on the right wing. Because Bernardo's in middle midfield.
Yes, that could be right.
And I think maybe Walker is at centre half, also, and they're playing Walker is at right, sort of a right centre half, and they're playing like a 3-back.
But it's a very wide.
He's just
three
dashed the ball at his teammate, and Bernardo ducked out of the way. Havertz had to release that pass. You've got to release that ball and
That's
just
probably
gamble
got to
on
be brave.
Aubameyang.
You have to be brave against City.
But it's all right. Chelsea still maintain possession.
Against,
Here's Azpilicueta.
I'm not sorry to keep bullying Bournemouth, but against the Bournemouth or Leicester
Zakaria,
team
that is
there,
brilliant from Dennis Zakaria, but
that
the
is
pass
also
forward's
not
too
good.
ambitious.
Not so good.
Ziyech was never getting there. He applauds Zakaria's turn, but will be frustrated by the poor pass. Like him, Ziyech.
That's
was
what
never
I
gonna
like.
get to that.
Zakaria, but there is just something that final bit is missing.
I
of him.
think he is a bit overzealous.
Yeah.
Like, he's really energetic, gets the ball fast, really exciting to
Wins in
watch,
that, makes a great
but
turn.
then makes a little mistake
Yeah.
here and there because he's just a bit over enthusiastic. Which I'd rather that than Aubameyang, who a majority of the time looks like he doesn't want to be there, doesn't care.
I don't think he's ever shown any energy in a football game ever.
Apart from when he was chasing Sancho after he stood on the ball on the halfway
Where's
line
that
against
energy?
Manchester
I think
United.
you can't just put it in a bit.
Hey, Joe, I think he'd already given up. I think you knew
Yeah.
Sancho was going to score, but
So he's kind of just lightly.
here comes
jogging after it.
Ziyech. To not make it look too
So
embarrassing.
yeah, that's
Ziyech brought down by Ake.
Nah,
It's
he
too
can't
soft
slip.
for a free
kind of
kick.
slipped, I think.
Yeah, there was definitely a hand on his
Could we win that ball back?
chest.
How have we not won that ball back? Kukurea, that's poor.
Cancelo
Oh,
drives
that's
aside.
brilliant.
Mateo Kovacic, one of the most
Genuinely.
underrated players in the Premier League. Such a sensational player. And I think
So good.
alongside Zakaria, they can form a much stronger pivot. But the problem is he's injury prone, and we can't play the same pivot for every single match. As soon as
Do you
Jorginho
think
comes back in,
If Kovacic had stayed at Real, do you think he would have, Valverde, he'd have been the Valverde in that midfield three?
no. Well, he would have rotated, but he wouldn't have got 2 minutes as Valverde is now. I think they'd eventually sold him sooner or later.
But what I'm saying, he would start.
Probably this season now that Casemiro's gone, maybe.
And also
And
Valverde plays right wing.
both Kroos and Modric are getting on a bit.
But yeah.
Because they play Tchouaméni, Kroos, Modric, or Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Modric, or some variation of those four. Or Valverde if they choose to play someone else at right wing like Rodrigo.
Rodri just taking his time here. He can see a bit more of that 3-back/4-back. It looks like Rodri can also drop in to the 4-back.
Also, another transfer I don't understand is we've just bought another young central midfielder at 19 years old. I don't know what Bo's session is, but we've got Andre Santos, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
From
it's
from
done
Santos.
by Haaland.
It's a
Oh my
big challenge from Koulibaly.
No, it's a miss. He's missed it.
Was it? I thought Koulibaly got a touch.
Raskin goal kick.
Well, we've got away with one there then.
Because Erling Haaland
Doesn't miss many.
9 times out of 10 puts that in the top left.
His movement is sensational.
I think he just rushes it a bit, He hasn't had many touches.
I think it's a bit of over eagerness, isn't it? He doesn't need to have that shot. Koulibaly's either going to foul him, or he's not going to do anything.
So how has he managed
Don't know, Haaland
to
just
get that turn of pace to suddenly go from stationary to sprinting? It was mental.
Yeah. Just a glance at the poll and chat, by the way.
Yeah.
24 votes, 54% still with Chelsea, 42% for Manchester City, and 4% opting for a draw.
That iconic Haaland run with the power arms and the legs kind of.
Chukwuemeka tries to get there, but Bernardo Silva wins the ball back. Thiago Silva now. Zakaria to Azpilicueta. Looks out wide, finds Hakim Ziyech, and now Ziyech can bring that forwards. And he tries to play it forward. Havertz gets a flick on. Tries that looped ball towards the strikers, but yeah.
I feel like Chukwuemeka is kind of still trying to adjust to the pace of the game.
City, this game looked like Liverpool this season, except Liverpool actually create chances. Remind me of Nunes' incredible positioning, but can't finish.
But City only need one chance.
Usually, I am surprised Haaland missed that.
I am too.
Because usually, as you say, he puts that away. So that was very Nunes-y.
Again, De Bruyne
Bring it
there.
round a bit.
Usually he brings that down and runs for a goal, and then slots it to Haaland. But there, I mean, camera's now panning to both.
I think there's a bit too much pace on it.
He did try to bring it down. It was whizzed down.
Yeah, I don't think there was much chance of him actually pulling off that control.
I mean, not being biased, I think Chelsea have been the better team first half so far. So far, I say.
But I think that's compared to expectations because City have looked more dominant.
Oh, that is a big tackle.
But compared to expectations, the fact Chelsea are still in this game.
Thing is, I feel like we're also playing this game quite smartly as well. Like there, Kukurea wins the ball back, doesn't try and sprint off. Yeah. He kind of lets Kansé foul him so we can push out the pitch again. Draws
the foul.
Yeah.
And then we can rebuild from the back. Makes complete sense.
What game's on TV next? Blimey.
That's just Saturday 5:30.
Villa Leeds on Friday and Brentford Bournemouth on the Saturday. Oh God.
Is this next? This is next weekend, not the coming
obviously
weekend.
Chelsea, a double game against FPL for Chelsea
we've
and
Fulham. We are covering 2 games.
FA Cup this weekend.
Yeah, so FA Cup weekend we're not doing anything. The weekend after we've got double up of the Manchester derby at 12:30 on the Saturday, and then at 4:30 on the Sunday it's Arsenal versus Tottenham.
We get to watch this exact game again on Sunday, not live, thank God.
Yeah, we'll take a break for FA Cup weekend. That'll give us a chance to rest and recuperate before we have a double up next weekend.
Yes, also not doing Chelsea for the midweek. That would be completely pointless.
And the EFL Cup fixture. There's a good one. We might have covered it. But
we out terrible. James and Chilwell. Since the start of last season, they've only started 6 games together.
6. That is mental.
The majority of that is probably Ben Chilwell being injured.
I think Chile was injured at the start of the campaign, and then when he came back, Reece was in. So Reece then got injured in October time. Carney tries to get it back to Aubameyang.
Aubameyang, man, run round. I feel like Chuck Webber could force that.
Zachariah finds Kukurea. Hit it, son.
Just have a go.
Havertz.
Tess Edison. He's the second best Brazilian goalkeeper behind
Weverton.
Yeah.
Geezer came all right at the end of the Brazil quarter-final. Round 16.
Ziyech. He's going to cut in on his left. Look at that. Shot.
But it's a really good ball when Aubameyang connects with that, it's home, but just couldn't quite get to it.
That's what I love about Ziyech, is what he does. He puts his crosses in the box, but what he does is because obviously he's cutting in and whipping it in.
Oh, why does Aubameyang stops? Aubameyang stops when he stops. He holds back. I don't know why. I think maybe he thought it was going in, didn't want to touch it in case he was offside, but just head it home, mate. If he runs forward there and just gets a head on it,
that's what I'm saying about Ziyech. I think crosses is that even if everyone misses, they still hit the target, which is what I like. Because that's how he can catch goalkeepers out or still score goals.
If we sign a striker, we can then play Havertz as an attacking midfield, and I think this team's really, really strong.
Because Havertz will look good.
And with what you do with Mason Mount, you ask in that scenario, I think you play him out wide. Probably where Ziyech is today. And then I think Pulisic comes in.
Him and Havertz, I guess it just depends who's performing best.
Let's do plays in that attacking midfield role, yeah. But I've been very impressed with Havertz in a bit of a deeper role. I just think we need a striker, obviously, as well.
I don't like that. We stopped to appeal there.
I'd get an Mbappe if you can, but you're not going to.
That is a woeful ball in.
Because unlike PSG, you can't offer Aubameyang a country. Unfortunately, we can't. Todd Buddy can't give him America. Because it's still having a raised voices conversation.
What did he want?
But I mean, the ball forward was stopped by Bernardo's hand, so he's potentially stopped a counter-attack there with his hand. I'd argue that could even be a yellow card.
But it's not.
For intentional, but...
Because Bernardo plays in light blue.
Weverton, 10 minutes 0 goals conceded. He is better than Courtois. Even Courtois concedes.
Yeah, Courtois are rubbish. That is a joke, obviously.
That's going to say.
As much as I dislike the bloke, he's still a good goalkeeper. That's good from Aubameyang. Just chucked himself in front of Ake to the ground and put him off. Zachariah.
Chukwuemeka. Here is Havertz. Looks out wide. Carney.
Cuts in.
Comes inside. Has a shot. Oh, it's against the post. Carney
that
Chukwuemeka goes very close for Chelsea. Chelsea breaking on the counter. Chukwuemeka gets a chance, but now De Bruyne breaking for City. Can he find Haaland? There's a good chance from Koulibaly. But they've still got the ball. Back with De Bruyne. Big save from Kepa.
Shocking effort to get rid of the ball from Zachariah. But Carney Chukwuemeka, he's looked really good since coming on.
Yeah.
And this was so
I take back my earlier comment of why is Amari Hudson not on the pitch.
I mean, he
beats Edison.
Exactly.
It's beaten Edison.
He can't do anything more there. He's put it in. He's gone for the right corner because if he goes in the other corner, it's getting blocked.
And he's unfortunate once again. Where is Aubameyang?
Yeah.
Because where the ball comes, that's where I want my striker. Yeah. That's where. Who was it the other week that scored from one? I can't remember which team it was and which player it was. That's terrible, by the way, from Carney.
But you forget it, doesn't it?
He's played really well so far. But there was a striker the other week. The ball came off the post and he just tucked it into an empty net. Might have even been Chelsea, you know.
Valface. He did that.
He did do that. But it was a very similar goal, but instead of Stones being there, it was a striker. I can't remember which team it was. Oh, Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah.
I haven't seen it.
I think it was against Brighton, so we streamed it.
No.
I'm fairly sure.
Oh, hang on. This is really good.
I can't remember that.
City. Cancelo cuts back one way. Cuts
on his
it,
right, it's a block, and then Kovacic gets it gone. Unfortunately, it falls
this is what we
to
City. One minute
and
we're hitting the post, the next minute we've got 7 bodies in front of the ball trying to not let them score.
XZ or no? What describe for me Nketiah's goal? Has either of them been a shot from someone else that's come off the post and he's tucked it into empty net?
No,
so I seem to have a memory of that goal.
Silver's gone. Just get it gone, Havertz. Just get it gone, Kukurea.
Kukurea,
Someone get it gone,
Havertz.
Please. Now it goes.
Back with Kukurea and he'll
time
try to play it out
and
now we lose the ball.
Just get it gone, man.
To who? Back to City?
No, I don't know. Just 2 minutes.
Chukwuemeka, and now Kovacic can drive it forwards, gives it to Havertz. Havertz chests it down nicely. He tries the ball forwards to Kovacic, but there's not enough weight on it, and it goes straight to Kyle Walker. Now it's with Haaland. De Bruyne, he can shoot. There's got to be a bit of blocking going on here. It's a poor effort. I don't know who it comes off. It's a Chelsea corner, which frustrates Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne a lot. It's a combination of City being wasteful and Chelsea being decent. Yeah. You are right, XZ. City have not been at the top, but at their peak, but Chelsea have done all right.
We've been the better side. And that, as Chelsea fans go into this game,
I don't know if we've been the better side, but I think compared to expectations, we've outperformed while City have underperformed.
We've been competitive. We've had better chances though. We've had more shots, more possession. Well, we don't know that one. We did have more possession for 10 minutes in the game. I remember they seeing that stat.
So I imagine that switched, but
probably.
I can have a look.
Yeah, if you're Graham Potter, you're very happy with Chelsea at the moment. And I am happy as well.
53% possession, Manchester City.
Oh, that's close though. Closer than you expect it to be.
Plus, that doesn't consider in contest.
Oh, Cancelo's in. Koulibaly's got to. Oh, he's tried to catch Kepa out. Kepa doesn't mind. Just catches it.
It's Chelsea corner, you mean Chelsea goal kick? Yeah, sorry. Apologies, XZ. Kepa. It's now with Koulibaly. And he's going to level that ball forwards. Aubameyang can't quite get a touch on it. And that Foden's done really well there just to absolutely duke Zachariah with a drop of a shoulder. Here's Ake. Foden. Gundogan.
It's just
nice
really
turn.
Good from City. Just the way they play football.
Carries the ball nicely. And that is end to the half. They cut to Chukwuemeka, who's gone closest in this first half, while Haaland blasted his chance very wide and very high.
Who is better?
Chukwuemeka. Cannon his against the post.
That is the big question.
Cancelo's been so poor. I don't think he's been poor per se. I don't know where he's. I don't know where he's playing so much. So it's hard to judge whether he's because as a right back, yeah, but I don't think he's playing right back because he's been at right wing all game.
I think
I don't have a clue what City are playing tonight.
Stand-up performance. I think Mark Kukurea. I don't think that's Cancelo playing badly. I think Kukurea's had an absolute worldie.
You know what this is a classic example of. It's a classic example of Pep Guardiola overthinking it.
Like he did in the final.
What is going on today?
Difference is Tuchel capitalised on that.
There's a 3-back going on of Walker, Stones, Ake.
Equally,
there's no one at left wing back.
Could we see
maybe that's
Kai
Foden?
Havertz round Edison, tuck it away, and it wouldn't be the Champions League final, but it'd still be.
Has he been at right wing? I don't know. I think football still has it as the 4-3-3 at the start.
But as we stand at half
No,
time,
it has changed up. So it is a 3-2-4-1 for Manchester City. Cancelo with a 6.2, Foden's a 5.9. It makes sense. They're both playing out of position. Foden's operating as sort of a left wing back. Cancelo is sort of a right wing back. They're much higher. They're wingers. Then you've got Haaland as the lone striker. De Bruyne and Gundogan are sort of two attacking midfielders there. You've got two 10s, two 8s. And then you've got Rodri and Silva dropping deeper. It is a strange lineup. A really strange team. And I think he's overthinking it.
I wonder if he'll revert into the second half. Go back to a more standard...
I think you definitely can. You just play Cancelo left back as an inverted wing back, as you usually do.
Yeah.
Don't know why they changed that up. It's like Ake across centre half and Walker at right back, and then you just play your normal midfield three, but of Gundogan, De Bruyne, and Rodri, and put Bernardo out wide right.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's been such a variation.
City
but
point of view,
not complaining from as a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, City point of view, probably not great. Very strange tactically. You want to see a bit more.
City just overthink it. Overthinks it every time he plays against Chelsea.
From a Chelsea point of view, very happy.
Yeah.
Looked more threatening in terms of actually in front of goal.
Chelsea fans still with the pessimism though.
More,
Says Man City will still win in chat.
More shots. Very close in possession, much closer than we expected it to be. It's been a much better performance from Chelsea than we thought. And
they seem to have convinced our chat, who 28 votes, 57% think Chelsea are going to win this. Which I would not have predicted before this game.
Carney Chukwuemeka coming closest.
Yeah.
Hitting the post.
Very exciting player, Carney.
He has looked very good.
I think he deserves more minutes, more time in the first team. Hopefully he gets over the next few weeks.
As much as it's frustrating that Pulisic had to come off,
Sterling and Pulisic around.
It's good to see Carney shine. No matter the result today, we can look on the game and go that Carney had a good game.
Yeah.
So from Chelsea's point of view, very, very happy.
I think the only complaint I would have is I think Aspie looked fine, but there is still some
better than I thought he would.
Fears that I think Zachariah's been a little bit sensational, don't get me wrong, but a little bit over enthusiastic at times. I think a few sloppy passes, a bit over eager. It has cost us a few times. I think Aubameyang just doesn't look like a Premier League striker anymore. And when you don't, but the problem is you need strikers that are going to create themselves chances, because we're not going to create your chance.
But when he does move, makes runs in behind, he can cause problems. Yeah. But if we look at the positives, I think Kukurea has had a phenomenal game. Pocket, can I say? I think
Ziyech's good, but it's the same problem every time with Ziyech. It's too predictable, and it means that his attacking output is always stunted.
Some of the balls he's put in has been quite good. When he has been allocated, I think Silva and Koulibaly can't fault him. They've done what they need to do. Haaland's touched the ball 10 times. Yeah, I just couldn't have get an actual. I think Havertz has looked good in a deeper role.
11 touches for Erling Haaland. Havertz has been getting involved a lot. I think that's very beneficial. The highest rated player so far according to Football is Kovacic with 7.1. I think that's entirely just. He's looked sensational tonight, as he always does.
Yeah, he's been just superb.
Yeah, I think a few times he's been over ambitious with a few passes, but he's not getting a lot from Ziyech out on the right.
When he's on the ball, just the way he turns and he transitions that defence into attack. And I think the other thing as well is we're winning the ball back. Some of the tackles, I've looked at it and gone, he's going to commit a foul here. But no, he's got a pinpoint right, won the ball back, and you have to. When you have an opportunity against City to win the ball back, you have to take it.
You know that the biggest problem with City's formation so far in their midfield is that there has been acres for Kovacic to drive into. As soon as he breaks out of that press from so many midfielders, about 10 of them, he's able to strike forward. Because Rodri's sitting deeper, as is being highlighted by the professionals now, and it's giving Kovacic space to run into.
Actually, once he gets past that line of Gundogan and Bernardo Silva,
and De Bruyne.
And De Bruyne, and then this has just been good, really running. And then again, I think the last Stones are making a last ditch tackle to stop Pulisic, which eventually injured Pulisic, forcing him to come off.
Again, the positioning for Aubameyang is strange there. But
Bernardo Silva having to make a last ditch tackle to stop Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka hitting the post. He's really lively, and I really like to see this from Chukwuemeka. He now looks more like the wonder kid we signed from Villa.
Yeah, and I don't know why he's not been given more minutes this season, especially with first team
Does Enzo get a
regulars
touch?
performing so badly. I don't think he does. I think he was genuinely beat.
And I mean, Zachariah's excuse of a tackle is ridiculous there. Then
He could just go flying, and then here again he doesn't go in strong enough.
And
Gundogan.
Kepa does
Equally, he could have easily given away a free
I
kick
think,
there. That
for
they
me,
bent top
Mendy
corner.
parries that to Haaland.
Yeah, no touch from
It's a really good effort from Trent Weber. He can't do anything more.
Ederson. Yeah, it's just frustrating that Aubameyang's not in the
Chiefly,
position
that's
to put it away, and Havertz is almost on the scene, but I don't think that's where he should be. So, yeah, I think a bit frustrated by Aubameyang so far, but I can't really fault much about his performance. He just looks a little bit inactive. And then here again, we're going to see that Stones tackle. Brilliant for Kukurea to win the ball high up, gives it to Havertz. Havertz, good ball through, and then without Stones putting in that last ditch attempt.
Disappointingly fouled, injured Christian Pulisic. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, didn't foul, unfortunately. I thought that would have been a penalty. We'd have subbed Jorginho.
But again, Havertz, just he's so creative in that. Shock, you play a player in his actual position, bang, he plays well.
Yeah. Xed says Mikhailo Mudryk has liked a Twitter post of him in an Arsenal shirt.
He said that Arteta's sort of...
I know. He might as well hop in a plane, fly over the Emirates and say Mudryk coming to Arsenal.
Yeah.
He liked a post saying free Mudryk. He's basically, screaming, I want to join Arsenal. Yeah, Chelsea's still pushing for it. We did it with Willian, and look how that turned out.
He'll probably end up going to City.
Yeah. Once said he was going to try and leave Brighton, Liverpool, and Chelsea the main contenders. Liverpool fans are confident as he liked Twitter posts like Cody Gakpo being officially signed. Yeah. I mean, Moise Caicedo, he deserves a move. He's a fantastic player. I don't think Chelsea will go in for him. Chelsea seem to have their heart set on Enzo Fernandez. If that does break down, I guess a return to working under Potter would probably suit Caicedo.
Yeah. And then we'll go sign Trossard.
The problem is, though, I think we've got a problem fighting with Liverpool over central midfielders, because if you're a young midfielder, you look at Liverpool right now and you go, so same situation as Chelsea, Premier League football, Champions League football, just outside the Champions League spots, but you're guaranteed a start pretty much at Liverpool right now, because look at the midfield options.
Henderson, Elliott.
Yeah, exactly.
Keita,
you're instantly above all of them in the pecking order. And the amount that Fabinho is terrible, or Thiago's injured.
At least two of their midfielders will be injured.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd be looking at that and going, I'm heading there. Because there are, equally at Chelsea, everyone's injured or terrible.
I mean, Van Dijk injured as well isn't very good.
Yeah, that is reportedly why he came off, isn't it?
Yeah, Liverpool in a bit of a spot of bother.
I think a bit more than a bit of a spot.
Massive spot of bother.
Yeah, a chasm.
Which obviously, as a Chelsea fan, is great, but from a neutral point of view, understandably, they've got a lot of injuries. They're in a bad spot, and Darwin Núñez is quite possibly one of the worst strikers we've seen in the Premier League. But
that is a terrible point. Worst strikers in the Premier League. I don't think he's been that bad. I think as much as he's not scored as much as he should.
Jamie Carragher. Okay, yeah, I'll give it credit. He's not a bad striker, but Liverpool fans, and what I'm gonna shout out Jamie, not shout him out. I'm gonna pinpoint Jamie Carragher. So Jamie, if you're watching, listen. You cannot praise a striker on the fact that they...
You can praise a striker for it, but you can't say that excuses not scoring.
Exactly. The fact that he gets involved...
I don't know if he has done. I don't have a quote for that, but...
It doesn't mean if you getting involved isn't an excuse to not score goals.
Just fan, I've blocked that Felix Johnson. I don't believe him anymore. Yeah, obviously, we shouted him out on the show for the podcast where we talked about Enzo Fernandez. Obviously, that deal has now fallen through, and what he said turned out to be not true. Or, well, if you look at it from the basics. But what has apparently happened is that deal was signed, the deal sheets were signed, and everything was 99% done. But then, inexplicably, Chelsea and Todd Bowley apparently was at the forefront of this, decided to turn around and try and get a cut price deal because Enzo was trying to force a move away. Ridiculous attempt.
And obviously Benfica don't want to go back on that.
And they're like, well, no, actually now you can just pay the release clause or go away. We don't want to deal with you anymore. So if they've ruined themselves, we've ruined ourselves there. It's frustrating. I think it shows some naivety from Todd Bowley dealing with, he's not used to making transfer football, and it could be potentially very harmful, as with worsened relations with, one of the biggest talent producers in the world in Benfica. So frustrating in that regard, but I don't know. I don't think Felix lied. I don't think he'd risk his reputation for that. Because, as a young journalist, he's lost a lot of credibility on it. And I don't know if that's entirely his fault. But, that's my 2 pence on it. What else is there to discuss from the game tonight, since that is
I mean, if it was in
what
our
is
field
happening
tonight,
in
I'd
here and
feel
now?
much more confident. But, Chelsea's got to
What'd
keep
you
doing what
do?
they're doing.
Because if he's in there over Kovacic or
I don't know.
Zachariah, I think that's a little bit more little less defensively solid, but he's a fantastic footballer, though, don't get me wrong.
From Chelsea's point of view, keep if the first half goes the same, if the second half goes the same way as the first, we will win this game.
Yeah.
Because we will score a goal somehow. I don't know how it's going to go. City could come out firing, for all we know.
Yeah.
City could.
It's the Wi-Fi, all right? Yeah. Well, the stream's fine. Everything else isn't.
City could come out firing. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, no, they certainly could. If you look at this Chelsea team tonight, what do you change? What do you replace? And who do you bring in?
I don't know. A striker is 100%. An option. Well, it has to be not an option. It has to happen. And I think we've got Banashile now. That's good. Fofana, obviously, young prospect. But for the here and now, we do need a striker. Yeah,
I think right back as well. Obviously, Reece James will be sensational when he returns from injury, but we have to have a backup right back. Dave has demonstrated a few times now that he doesn't quite cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just trying to get the game back up. Our Sky Go has just paused and then we think we're out of it. But yeah, anything else to discuss? Anything from chat? Manchester United can beat City if City continue this performance. What are your thoughts on that?
Maybe. United haven't looked bad. They really haven't looked bad. I do think City could be their stumping block. It could really either it'll stop their form and they'll go to being bad again, or they will just plough through City and keep going on this, Ten Hag train that doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. So, who knows? Who knows? In terms of this second half, I'll stick with my prediction. I still think it's going to end up being a draw.
Second half, here we go. Akanji and Rico Lewis on.
Oh, that is big. That is ready. So we'll see it in a minute.
That's 2 huge changes. Yeah, sorry about this, guys, but Wi-Fi is having its moment. This is at half time and not 5 minutes into the second half or something.
Hopefully, I'm not surprised we're seeing changes. From a Pep point of view, he'll be disappointed with that half from City. They weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Probably change it. Would you say could see a change of system then?
No, I imagine so. Yeah, those changes would imply that. Depends. Obviously, he's come off. So Cancelo off, Akanji on. I'm glad I took him out of my FPL now, because that'd only be 1 point. And Rico Lewis is also on. Who does he replace? It's Carl Walker. So that'll be Lewis in at right back over Walker, Akanji in, Ake to left back, and they'll switch back to their 4-3-3. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's not. Lewis is at right. No, I don't know. He looks more. I don't know where he is. What is going on? He's inverted at the moment. He's playing in midfield. I imagine that's just while they obviously push forwards off the restart.
Yeah.
And they do now get us underway, Manchester City. They might be sticking with the same formation, They are. It's just that Bernardo Silva's been pushed wide right and Rico Lewis is into DM. City are sticking with it.
So strange.
Pep stuck to his guns. It's bold. It's very bold from Guardiola. I guess he thinks he has to change something up.
That's a really.
He's learning from Bielsa, isn't he? He's got no one at the back. He's got everyone in midfield. He's got wingers, but no fullbacks of any description.
But now we want to come out fast. Pep will want his team.
Here's Lewis.
Come out at the end of this. Can't start the second half.
Chelsea changed, or is it just?
No.
That's just
It's
Ziyech.
more like a 4-3-3 now, actually.
I was gonna say Ziyech looked like he's almost gone
He's
into
not playing centre
midfield,
half.
and that Aubameyang's on the right, but it might just be a momentary thing.
Right, it's probably 4-2-2. Just Ziyech. Why is Ziyech there? And this is very
Right, so
low.
4-2-3-1. Havertz has just pushed up with pressing, I imagine. With Aubameyang and Ziyech trying to
he's
defend
put his
hasn't
foot
exactly been brilliant. There. Oh, you're kidding? Why did Walker have to come off OX? And I'm imagining that's an FPL disaster there.
Again, this looks like a full. Don't know what's going on.
Gundogan. Here's De Bruyne. I guess just sitting deep. He's told his players to go down. The Wi-Fi is again showing us a circle of doom. That is fantastic. But I'll go back with it now. Bernardo Silva running at Cucurella. Can he cut inside? Can he get a shot away? Gives it to Rodri. Bernardo. Lewis out wide to De Bruyne, and then he's going to go back to it is Stones. Can't find that password. It's very congested in the midfield. All right, yeah. Time for the second half. You're about 5 seconds out at the moment. I know you're waiting for. All right. Ball's out to Bernardo Silva. City come forward with a lot of danger at the moment. De Bruyne on the touch is poor. Cucurella. Is that Chukwuemeka now? No, he's tried to do too much with it and loses possession and wins it back. But now it is with Gundogan. Cut out by Cucurella, and now Chelsea can break Aubameyang. Then that's a poor pass back. It's lost possession. Haaland's shot isn't good though.
Haaland snatched at his chances. It's really strange.
I think it shows frustration. He's not gotten the ball enough, and he's absolutely lashes at it. It's terrible when he gets a few wanker signs from some Chelsea fans at the front. I'm sure that won't affect him too much. But
no, I'm sure. I think his financial position, his life choices, and the
fact he's the current top scorer in the Premier League, and he's probably going to score in the next.
I'm sure his
40 minutes.
Emotions aren't going to change because of three young Chelsea fans in the front row.
Welcome to the stream. I'm Harry. Haaland washed. He's not been good today. Right in that regard.
The fact that when City are losing and not playing well, their option is Rico Lewis. Also, I'm not doubting he's a good footballer.
He's a good player. From what I've seen in the recent weeks.
It's probably not who you want to call.
Also, if you're Calvin Phillips right now,
fuming.
Yeah. He's decided to bring in a DM and he's looked at his backup right back.
Bernardo ball in.
Thiago Silva gets it clear. Chelsea a lot more backs against the wall to start this second half.
Silva's not really happy. But yeah, City are kind of a lot stronger.
Just in general.
But again, first 10 minutes, City were the better side.
Yeah. Lewis. Rodri.
Ball out wide. Foden.
It's Foden it now with Ake.
They're just so calm on the ball.
Foden.
Like, they never look under
Brings
pressure.
it inside, gives it to Akanji, and now it's with Stones. Bernardo Silva. Again, every time it goes to Bernardo, the TV decides to pause. Now even the circle of doom is struggling to turn. Again, I don't know why the Wi-Fi is struggling so much tonight. It's been fine.
Oh, why it's suddenly done second half?
For a while, yeah.
Because there's no problem first half.
Maybe a snowstorm's just hit.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
Anyway, we're just waiting for Bernardo Silva to pick up the ball here.
You probably want to refresh it at this point. Yeah. Because we'll be behind, like 10 years behind.
Yeah.
Put on another channel or something. Right.
And it's a Chelsea corner. No, it's a Chelsea free kick and it's a Man City free kick in a good position. Excellent.
Well, the time's miles behind now. It's actually got us a tree.
Yeah, but the fact we're now in real time, or well, closest real time, Sky Go is probably isn't a great thing. How bad our internet's been? This is a great area for a free kick from City. I sense a goal coming. I've got to be honest. De Bruyne, it's well dealt with by Aspi, but it's out for a City corner. That's going to give him another chance to load the box. 40 minutes to play for Chelsea, and their players will be nervously looking at that scoreboard. Hope they're not. I hope they're focused on the game. But
I am as well. De Bruyne, ball in. Back post.
Oh, it's against the bar. We get away with one there.
Oh,
Bernardo has a shot. It's blocked by Cucurella, and Ake, hands on his head, so he misses a glorious chance against his former side. And they've taken it quickly, and that's completely from Chelsea.
I mean, okay, so there's hands on his head.
Yeah.
So I think anyone was switched onto that.
Lewis. Gundogan.
That's the closest City have come.
Could put this in the
this
box now. There's a lot of bodies in there for City. De Bruyne delivers. It's too powerful. Tries to go to the back post. There's no one there, and that is out of play. But here we're going to see how close Nathan Ake came. I think Kepa would have got there though. He's gonna be annoyed at himself that it hit the post, but I think if it was on target, I don't know actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kepa would have got there. Oh wow.
I mean, I'm sure
Close from Ake. That's the closest City have come so far. Very similar to the Chukwuemeka one. What do we say at half time? Injury all over the place, no energy. I don't know, I've been quite impressed with them so far. If you compare it to the one against Nottingham Forest, much weaker opposition.
That's bad.
Oh, that's a terrible pass. And now De Bruyne's in a good area. He could shoot. It's a big save again from Kepa. Gets down well. And forced into the save again. Chelsea have looked a lot sloppier than the first 6 minutes of this half. And City look a lot more up for it.
Exactly. This is the problem. Once they start turning that screw, like they were having a leisurely stroll in the first half. Once they start to actually turn up, we're in big trouble.
Yeah. Gundogan turns, and now he can drive that ball forward. Ziyech, though, does actually really well there. Doesn't make the foul. Instead, just puts in a good, strong challenge. Zakaria. Aspi. Again, Aspi just slows it down too much. That's my biggest complaint. Just say he hasn't looked too bad. Zakaria, that does really well. Finds Ziyech out wide. He's got to get it forward. That's a terrible pass from Ziyech.
God.
It's like he's passing Akanji there.
Oh, and that's sloppy from Dave. But the problem is, if he makes the proper pass there, Zakaria gets that and he's in.
Yeah. Now he can square it. But Aubameyang is awful. Yeah, I've been not too complimentary of his performance so far.
Just infuriating.
He doesn't move enough. He's too stagnant. I think as much as Havertz isn't, constantly moving, he shows a bit more movement and a lot more enthusiasm than Aubameyang does. I think he has now gone out right, and Ziyech's in the middle of the field. It has been a system change for Chelsea. He's in behind. Again, it's a poor cross. De Bruyne's a little bit all over the place. But City do still have possession. Aubameyang has gone to right wing, by the way. It's that they've just change you would have made. Obviously, no substitutions, but a tactical one.
I just kept it.
Switch to a 4-3-3. It means that Havertz is now the focal point. Aubameyang out wide right and Chukwuemeka out.
Look what Havertz was doing, from deep position.
Timer's way ahead, Harry. 43.25. About 4 seconds ahead, XZ. But yeah, probably going to get a.
We'll manage.
Something to do anyway, and you have to change the timer. So
Modric
goes out wide. It's with Bernardo. We bet with Jorginho on the bench also. Yeah, I think Jorginho slows it down way too much when he's in there. I think Zakaria, very energetic, strong in the challenge, a good DM, and Kovacic is brilliant on the ball. He's really good at driving that ball forwards. Very good progressor of play, and we've seen it a few times how he's managed to turn a situation when we look penned in into one where we're actually able to counter. So, yeah, key to how our midfield plays. I don't know why you'd add Ziyech to that midfield three. Chukwuemeka does well, but then loses out. Koulibaly isn't deterred, by Erling Haaland.
Which is unusual because
Kovacic, Chukwuemeka. Zakaria. Aspi. Zakaria knocks it back. It's now with Thiago Silva. Gives it to Kovacic. Again, a good ball forwards, and now Havertz can drive that ball forwards. He's got options to the right and the left. He's trying to open up for Ziyech, but Ziyech just isn't moving enough.
It's not a bad right
on his right foot. I've never seen Ziyech use his right foot today. Sensational. But
today, I've never seen him use it ever. But that's good football, and we're just that's much better. Say the first 5 minutes of this second half, we looked all over the place. Starting to come back to the game. This is a good opportunity from a set piece. It's the best way to beat a team like City. Score from a dead ball situation. We know we've got the aerial threat as well.
Yeah. I hope Thiago Silva's not there. It's sitting deep. Again, Haaland every time. When he can't, if he's not heading it in Chelsea's box, he's heading it in his own box to get rid of it, unfortunately.
Cuts in, puts
That's a great ball! Havertz touches it back! Thiago Silva, it's against the post! And he's not happy at all. He wants a pen, I think.
They want a corner.
Or something. I don't know what they're complaining about, but there's definitely some
They hit the
frustration.
post. I thought it just went straight on, but still, Havertz.
I think they're arguing that Aubameyang was fouled there.
I don't know.
Or a corner, yeah, maybe.
Much better again.
Zachariah,
So
now with Ziyech, does well to keep it on. That's a good ball. Havertz can't quite connect with it. Kovacic does well, pushes it forward, so then Akanji gets rid. Koulibaly under pressure, deals well with Haaland. Zachariah touches it back, and now Thiago Silva has stopped on our screen at least. But he hasn't in real life, he plays it forward. Chelsea now
Havertz, brilliant.
looking strong again. Havertz is offside though.
Oh,
And
what's
he tries
Rodri doing?
tries to just pick up the ball and slow it down, Havertz, but Roger wants to get going quickly. We see he touches it back. Thiago Silva, I thought it hit the post, but no.
Could be a corner there.
Just laced wide.
Yeah, if that did take deflection, then you could argue that.
No, it does happen both ways potentially now. I know City players obviously crowned the referee earlier wanting a corner,
Yeah.
and they didn't get one.
But
If I agree with then, Chelsea feel aggrieved now.
It
It
goes
goes both
You
ways.
could say it didn't take deflection, maybe that goes on target.
Yeah, maybe Ness was in the bottom corner.
So
or
with Silva, who's in
jumping
my
for
fantasy
joy.
team, by the way, who would have scored an absolute pelter. Hit Haaland against Koulibaly. Haaland obviously wins it, but Thiago Silva helps out his fellow.
Koulibaly then gets it out of play.
Those two are brilliant.
Yeah, I think there's
Pep's
definitely
in
been
enough already.
Yeah.
Riyad Mahrez.
For me, I'd expect another Chelsea change now, but we can't obviously. I'd expect a first Chelsea change.
Are they going to change system finally, or
No, but I think Bernardo will go, and they'll go Haaland and
Nicolas is now out wide.
or they'll obviously put Bernardo deeper and take someone else off.
This is a good drive.
But Mahrez will be coming into that right wing sort of position.
This is too.
Whereas I think he'll neglect the defensive duties.
Bernardo. Oh, it's a brilliant tap from Mato Kovacic again.
Aubameyang. Now Ziyech has to beat. Why does he not beat? Okay, for pace, he puts the ball into an area that
Does he really
Aubameyang
think
can
that
run
Aubameyang was going to
to.
get there? So I
Yeah.
didn't. Just over half an hour ago, a long time to go in this game.
Going back to watching the game, but what a show up by Chuck Wemaker. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for watching. HSL. In the same moment. But yeah, Chuck Wemaker has looked really, really good tonight.
Foden against Dave.
Foden.
Dave's not been. I mean, no, he hasn't been
Gundogan.
great, but
Ake in a very advanced position here, plays it forward, and Thiago Silva gets his
I
head to
think
it again.
City's
Lewis
weird
puts it back
system
up in
has
the air.
favoured Dave,
Gundogan.
because Foden's had less to do.
He's been deeper. Because he's had to, he hasn't ignored his defensive duties.
Which obviously becomes a problem going forward.
Rodri. Haaland drops deeper to get a touch on it. He's been more involved in the second half, but he's still not getting
And you snatch that
involved
chance in the early
enough, I'd
moments.
say. Bernardo Silva,
That's the
Cucurella goes in
first time
strong,
he's
but
skinned
Bernardo gets around him, and again Bernardo weaves in and out. De Bruyne can hit it, and I'm surprised that's wide. Again, City not as clinical as you expect from this
That's the
Manchester
thing,
City
Cucurella's
team.
played well, but that's the first time he's dived in there and he shouldn't have.
Should have just stood his ground.
And then he dives in there again.
And there's no one on the edge marking De
Koulibaly.
Bruyne, and we're fortunate that he doesn't put that on
Koulibaly
target.
does well because
And it is Bernardo off.
De Bruyne uses Koulibaly's body to curl that there, but because Koulibaly's just done
I would not have done that. I would not have brought Bernardo Silva off. I don't think he's been the problem tonight. And Jack Grealish also onto the pitch. Phil Foden makes way, doesn't get to 60 minutes for anyone in FPL.
Nor does he look very happy.
No, I wouldn't be. He's not played it the last two matches. He hasn't even got the 60 minutes tonight.
I do now think that Jack Grealish could cause Dave a few problems because he will
potentially.
he will neglect his defensive duties, which will give Ziyech maybe more opening.
Potentially. And I think the same for Mahrez. It's going to put more pressure now, though, on
City again.
our Spanish fullbacks. Come on, Chelsea. Precious money, I'm with you. I really hope Chelsea get a result here, but City are starting to. I think they're going for it a bit more now.
Which obviously benefits Chelsea, but also
I'm surprised they've stuck with the system. I've got to be honest. I can't quite believe the so stubborn Pep. But that's the thing, though. They can change system. And they could completely unlock Chelsea if they want to in 10, 20 minutes.
Here's Rodri, City.
Well, what you've seen all season, to be fair, they've had some really good games. They've beaten United 6-3, but they still conceded 3 in that game. Recent weeks they've not looked that strong. See, they lost to Brentford just before the break.
I think it's actually positive for. Oh, hang on, Rodri Plays back to
Grealish, that's a good challenge from Thiago Silva. Again, Ziyech releases Havertz and fighting Akanji. It's messy. It's really messy between him, Ederson and Akanji, but City managed to recover the ball. Now they're coming back on this right-hand side. Mahrez.
I think it's not like a broiler there, or a physical striker gets involved.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, Diego Costa's won that ball back.
Or Haaland. And that's a good challenge from Thiago Silva to deny a forward ball.
Just the way he reads the game.
Zachariah dispossessed, but then it's a poor pass from Gundogan. That's brilliant from Kovacic, but Aubameyang's ball forward is poor. Ref doesn't give the free kick, instead lets City play on. But that was really good from Kovacic. Aubameyang's ball forward was terrible though, and then...
looks like Lewis Hall won out of the way for Chelsea.
Grealish. I like that. I don't know where he's coming on, but I like it.
Grealish, De Bruyne, ball in.
Koulibaly gets it gone. That was a big header. Very necessary. And then Aubameyang again getting stuck in defensively.
Yes,
on this right wing, he's been forced to get back in a few more times, and I think that's made a difference. In the effort levels he's having to put in.
I hope we don't bring Conor Gallagher on this game.
No, because I feel like that's a red card waiting to happen. It just goes over the top of huge many times. And in a game that's this tight, I would not be bringing in someone who just runs around a lot.
Oh, Dave's committed. But
Zachariah has been absolutely sublime again, and then Gallagher,
kicks it
even off the pitch, he's desperate just to get involved.
He's lunging in there. No, he should go for the ball first.
He just two-footed it. Chelsea's lost more points than any team this season. What, from is that after certain minutes, or from winning positions, or what?
Well, the fact we just dropped points.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been drawing.
Because I gotta say, we've not lost more points than Southampton has, but do you mean that is it after a certain minute?
Like from when we've been winning and from when we've been drawing, we've then dropped points.
That makes sense. Obviously, we dropped 2 against Forest.
Oh, Koulibaly diving in
After
again,
60
he gets
minutes.
beaten. That's really good, but that's so well read from Koulibaly again.
Kukureya lashes it clear. Is there anyone up there? There is Havertz. He knocks it on, but it's giving chase. I don't think he's quite going to get there. Akanji goes back to Ederson. Ederson plays it to Rodri.
Really nice
back to Akanji, and City do really well there just to bring that ball back into play. And now Lewis, Mahrez, City. Haaland looks isolated. Again, it's now with Gundogan. De Bruyne has got space. He could hit this. No one's pressuring him. Goes out wide to Grealish. Grealish across the area. No one touches it. Mahrez into an empty net. What are we doing?
Kepa can't leave
What are we doing?
Why is Kepa left that?
From so many players, that's frustrating. From so many players. We've been so good defensively, so solid at the back. But that is inexplicably bad. How no one gets a touch on that. It's gone through the whole team. Mahrez at the back post just puts it empty net, and it's been coming. City have looked good. City have looked really, really good, but and a lapse in concentration almost from Chelsea there. And they concede what shouldn't have been a goal.
Defensively, but Kepa.
And City's changed their work. 2 more offensive wingers.
And leaves it. Why does it just? I like Kepa again. Also, I'm not blaming it all on Kepa, but why doesn't he take it?
I mean, Dave needs to be on Grealish.
Why does Kepa... He comes with it and he just lets go past
I don't know why he doesn't.
Just jump on that ball.
I'm very confused as to why he doesn't just deal with that there. Yeah, I don't know.
And can't do anything about it.
He can.
Well, yeah, I don't think he knew the ball was going to come. I thought, why? He's just got to grab that. He's got to grab that.
That's a blunder. That's a big blunder from Kepa. We've not seen one in a while. It's not like he's dropped the ball or anything, but I don't know why he doesn't claim that.
It's just a poor decision making. Again, which is one thing that lets Chelsea down.
Kukureya now. Koulibaly, Chelsea now in need of a goal. They can't afford really to sit back, which is what they've been doing most of this game, and just hoping to hit on the counter. City now with that upper hand, with the leverage to really hurt Chelsea from here. Koulibaly. Here's Chukwuemeka. Plays it off to Kukureya. It's now with Kovacic. Zachariah. Koulibaly. Thiago Silva. It's now with Koulibaly again. Looks for a forward pass. Finds Kukureya. Back with Koulibaly. Chelsea just moving around the back. Looking for that forward pull. Trying to progress it. But City, with them so high at the moment, it's not really a way past them. Zachariah. To Ziyech. That's not good for
now Dave, because Dave's decided to go on a wonder run. He's not here.
He's making his way back now. Truncheon back. Strength and depth, yeah, not great for Chelsea. But, yeah. To be fair, this isn't too far from full strength. I mean, I don't know why we switched up from the 4-2-3-1 that worked really well to this 4-3-3. I think we've looked a lot worse this second half. So I think, again, I question Graham Potter's decision making.
I think Kukurea had a
The problem is now, as much as you want to make some changes, we'd have to make them all in a triple.
I think Kukurea, who looked brilliant first half, has not had a great second half at all. Again, Kepa for the goal has made an error. I just think that's like hit past there. I mean, it was coming second half. We just haven't looked as good as we were in the first half, and that's ultimately let us down.
Chelsea getting top 4. I don't know. I think they definitely can still. Chelsea still can get top 4, but Tottenham are all over the place. Newcastle, I think, still have a bad run in them.
Same United. United look good, but
I think United will get third, maybe even second now in the Premier League, especially if City had lost tonight. Obviously, it doesn't look like they will now, but
yeah. You never know. We both said 1-1. Still on.
It is. But I think that relied on Chelsea scoring first. Goes to Ziyech. Ziyech just isn't direct enough. He has got it to Aspi, but he's got 2 men on him.
I think it's not Reece James. Reece James takes both of them on there and puts the ball in. They've come back.
I think we have now switched back, by the way, to the 4-2-3-1 potentially.
I say we'll wait till we lose it to go.
Yeah.
Just battling. Look at that second half, complete switch.
Kukurea. Chukwuemeka now.
Stats are all City's.
Koulibaly.
Been so much better for
76% possession for City. 53% you can understand. City having a lot of the ball, Chelsea just allowing them to have some, but not allowing. Don't want too much pressure on themselves, but
City went to throw there.
Able to resist the press a bit, but this second half has been relentless. And now three changes, and it's good. There's some good changes here. Amari Hutchinson is coming on for the number 9, Tammy Abraham. I like that change a lot. What's the number 9? Wasn't he Tammy Abraham? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Both start with A. But for number 56, Amari Hutchinson on. We're also going to see Lewis Hall, 67 on for Mark Cucurella, change at left back, and then Conor Gallagher, which would not have been the change I made. I think he's a little bit of a hothead, but it's going to be Hakim Ziyech. I like that. Yeah. So we're sticking with the 4-3-3. It'll be Amari out wide, you'd imagine. Havertz through the middle, and what winger have we got left on the pitch? Sterling's injured.
We haven't.
Chukwuemeka out left, and then a midfield 3 of Gallagher, Zakaria, Kovacic, and then Gallagher down already, but then gets back up. It is a free kick. I thought he'd come on and got injured instantly.
Oh, it's just a free kick, though.
If we had to play another 20 minutes with 10 men.
Great opportunity for Amari Hutchinson.
Why? Oh, to play in general. Yeah. I thought you meant to take this free kick. I was
I just meant on the pitch. Chelsea shirt for the first time.
Onto the stream, the Villa player. Hello, mate. Long time. That's been indeed. Welcome back to the stream. You didn't witness us watch Villa lose to Liverpool. That was they weren't bad in that game. Kovacic.
That was landed on Havertz's head if it wasn't for Ake.
Gives it to Azpilicueta. Though I do think Villa looked really good against Tottenham, by the way. And they rescued a good point against a good Wolves side now with Julian Lopetegui at the helm.
Morris winning it back from Gallagher there, that's poor.
And then Ederson under no pressure is able to absolutely leather that up. The pitch, I think Hall might keep this in. He doesn't.
Hall played well last time against City in the Carabao Cup. TJ will probably see some of these similar players like Hall, like Hutchinson, like Chukwuemeka.
I hope it's a bit of a rested side on Sunday. Obviously, still a strong team. I still want to try and win.
City's rested side.
Might not go for the FA Cup now. We're not going to win the Premier League. We could get Europe through winning the FA Cup, obviously.
Cup. And Champions League is going to be a long, long shot.
Hull coming inside.
I don't mind it.
I mean, if we can beat City on Sunday, then I don't think there's a stronger team in England. So why can we not win the FA Cup?
True. On a day.
Then we'll probably draw like Birmingham in the next round and get knocked out.
Pens. That's handball.
Again, nothing from the ref. There's a tough angle. We couldn't really see if it was a hand or not. So I'm not too fuming. I don't think there wasn't many protests from Chelsea.
No ways out of foul. He's just lost the ball. Again, he's got a backup.
City managed. Yeah,
that's what he does. Rodri just appears and wins the ball back.
Yeah. He's everywhere that Chelsea don't want him to be, Rodri. Here's Stones. Finds Mahrez in a wide area. Hall applies the press. Mahrez being forced deeper and deeper, but then goes to Akanji, and now they can play out again City. It's with Ake.
Chelsea
And there's good pressure from Zakaria now. Chelsea with possession. It's Amari Hutchinson. Needs a pass inside. Has Kovacic. I thought he was going to get a shot away there. Havertz. Hull. Can we find a delivery? Kovacic. Instantly, though, you take Aubameyang off and look at the energy in the front line that Amari Hutchinson's brought.
He's got a bit of...
I think Lewis Hall almost looks more comfortable on the ball than Kukurea does a lot of the time as well.
That's a brilliant ball from
Kovacic. Aspi.
Someone's got to make the overlap and run there.
Both Gallagher and Amari Hutchinson made the same movement.
Hutchinson's made it now.
Fights Akanji well, but Akanji's just too physical there for Amari.
19 minutes to go. Who knows? Still a chance.
And the Villa player says that they want João Felix. Then if not, perhaps Nicholas Jackson, who they're linked to. For the midfielder, I'd like Moreno from Real Sociedad.
Seen that.
I don't know. Mikel Moreno's a bit of a...
Obviously, Fia's brilliant.
Good stream, Jane. I see you next time, my friends. Bye. See you, Chelsea fan. Thanks for hopping in.
You've seen that. I'll see you in a minute.
See you next time. We'll be back in, 8 days? 9 days for a double up of Manchester Derby and then the North London Derby. So join us then. We'll enjoy our break over the FA Cup weekend.
Mahrez.
De Bruyne gets it across. Haaland can't quite get a touch on it.
Actually, come on. Is City going to win? At least Haaland gets some power to a fantasy team. I don't know.
Is it 1-0? Chelsea can still get something in this game until it's a couple. I'm not going. Come on, Haaland, get the fantasy team points, but
he's quite close that one. Again, why is
Kepa's what's he doing? He's
Half.
been so good this season. I don't know what he's up to
today.
Stick your arm
out and get it.
Gallagher, Havertz can get it across to Amari Hutchinson. Hutchinson now running at Ake. What can he do?
How good you are.
Goes inside.
Just lace it top corner.
Zakaria from so far out. Hull. Chukwuemeka. Back to Kovacic.
The amount of common players on the pitch right now is brilliant.
It's a good delivery. Amari Hutchinson gets it inside. Havertz heads it towards goal. Ederson managed to claim it. I think it might be offside, as you say.
The amount of Cobham boys on the pitch right now, it's great to see. Obviously, Hull, Hutchinson.
Havertz was just off.
Gallagher.
Need to actually look for Gallagher with that header. And by the way, Chelsea come forward again here. Lewis Hall crosses it, tries to find Amari Hutchinson. Ake goes down. Another Kovacic is ambitious. It's a thunderous effort, but it's nowhere near the target, unfortunately.
Kovacic just lays up top corner.
Chat's still confident, by the way, that Chelsea are going to get a result here. 45 votes, 56% for Chelsea, 38% for Manchester City, 7% think this will be a draw. So it's a throw out of Ederson that was actually intercepted by Lewis Hull. The cross wasn't great, I've got to be honest, mate.
Blow away. Start that man on Sunday.
I think his decision to hit it was a little bit unwise. Probably should have just played out wide to Amari Hutchinson, who was in ages of space.
He ran out like a China shop and just smacked it.
Go low and hard and see if you get a cheeky deflection or whether it just skids past Ederson or something. You don't.
Rather than blaze it into the top end of the stand.
See how much power you can get behind it.
Ridiculous on the throw. 16 minutes of Chelsea to salvage anything from this game. It's been a good performance, but good performance doesn't always equal good result. And again, bit sloppy in possession, and City come out with the ball on the other side, but that is a Chelsea throw.
Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest combined have won more Champions Leagues than Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal and Tottenham. Well, City, Arsenal and Tottenham never won a Champions League. Neither have Villa and Forest. Villa and Forest have both won European Cups. So if we're talking about the rebranding of the Champions League, then they've not won that. But if you say European Cups, then I would agree with you. Again, that's not really on Chelsea, though. They have won 2. But in that comparison, City, Arsenal, Tottenham have never won a Champions League or European Cup.
They're all rubbish.
Arsenal have come... Well, both Arsenal and Tottenham have reached finals. City as well.
What final Tottenham reached?
They lost to Liverpool in
I'm
2019.
waffling. Surf City.
Yes, that was to Chelsea in 2021.
And Arsenal way reached Europa League final.
No, they reached Champions League final and lost to Barcelona.
I do have a ball knowledge. They scored first, and then Eto'o and someone else scored 2 goals after that. And then they lost 2-1.
It's Grealish. Okay.
Random tangent.
Haaland.
Look at
Gundogan and now Chelsea can come
That's
forward.
foul,
Gallagher
though.
gets fouled and...
By the way, no yellow cards yet.
Someone went in on Conor Gallagher. What is that? He's just gone and shoved
What's
Rodri.
he
What the
doing?
fucking hell have I just
That's
watched?
not how you get the ball back, mate.
What have I watched?
He just fully sprinted after Rodri.
I mean, he's not got a card, so fair enough. But it's just goes over and just shove over on the ball.
He's having that. I don't know why it's on the gun.
Gundogan's frustrated, I think Gundogan was annoyed that he just wanted one of his players to get barreled over by Conor Gallagher. And I think the ref's thing was, well, he didn't get the ball back, so he can do whatever.
Rodri shouldn't have ran off with the ball, but Gallagher had no right just to run after
I
him.
rate it, though.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get himself carded or anything, then fair enough. Do what you want, mate. But
That's good from Havertz.
I thought he was about to get booked for just... Because I thought City were playing and he decided to shove him over out of frustration, but...
Just annoyed and just whacks it out of the way.
Lewis is now with Mahrez. Have City returned to him? No, they haven't returned to a traditional formation.
14 minutes to go. There's still a chance for Chelsea to get something out of this game.
I love that from Connor, honestly.
Just class. That's common through and through, that.
Mahrez. De Bruyne. Stones.
Oh, I don't know,
De Bruyne.
I think City got enough now.
Stones.
I think City have got enough.
Lewis. 13 minutes to go. There's not long for Chelsea and there's no more changes they can make.
But the change, that's the thing, the energy that change is brought, we didn't take advantage of that. That is from, we have had chances today, but against City you have to take the chances you get, and we haven't done that.
Yeah.
Because we've been in this game at times. But, Chuck when we're hitting the post, things like that. You have to take your chances.
Gallagher just shoved another bloke out. What's he doing? It's what frustrates me about Conor Gallagher. What on earth is he doing?
And now he can get booked. I don't mind the pushing Rodri.
I got a bit of aggression, but you're just shoving blokes over. What are you doing, mate? It's just...
I think you should rest suspension. Look, mate, I've watched you do it there, and there. Do it again and I'm going to book you.
Like, what is he thinking he's achieving here?
The ball's gone. He just barged in. I think he's saying a bit of me a bit.
Yeah, but when you go in stupidly like that...
he shouldn't. I don't know what he's thinking.
You let him. You're giving him free kicks.
And when your side need a goal with 12 minutes to go...
Yeah.
It's just silly.
Here's a Kanji.
That's not a bad ball.
Mahrez. De Bruyne, Mahrez, Kovacic.
Trying the ball back, Zachariah. America dives in, move.
Oh, it's good from Thiago Silva to intercept the cross inside. Koulibaly's clearance is woeful, but Lewis Hall might pump this way a bit better. Nope. He just allows Rico Lewis to get it stuck in his legs. Lewis on Lewis action. It's Hall that comes out on top.
That is smacked clear by Koulibaly. Havertz is going to chase, put Stones under a bit of pressure. Oh, Stones missing it. Actually, a heavy touch and Conor Gallagher wins it. He keep it on. What's he diving in for? He didn't need to dive for that.
He's just attacked Stones again.
Yeah, he didn't. He's going to get to the ball. He could have got to the ball and just stopped it on the line.
What is he doing?
But no, he just dives in and Stones on barrelling towards him. He just stayed on the floor.
I thought he was going to shoulder barge the ball to the floor. It's Zachariah.
Really Zachariah.
Hutchinson. The delivery is...
Where is anyone? Where's everyone?
I don't know.
Where's the left back? Where's the left winger? Oh, I just don't.
I think Conor Gallagher probably shoulder barged him off the pitch.
I mean, Stones, but not missing that actually. And Gallagher doesn't need to slide. He's gonna get there.
Is he?
I don't know. And they just. What is he doing? What? He runs into Carney.
I want Conor Gallagher and Darwin Núñez in the same team. I don't want Núñez here, but let's send them both to an experimental team.
Yeah.
Because I just think it was so funny.
Sort of run around to each other.
Darwin was like headbutting people and then
Gallagher just running at everyone. But
missing
in the words of Jamie Carragher, Doesn't matter, they're not doing anything, they're getting involved.
They are both chaotic.
They're taking part.
Mahrez, Thiago Silva does well, but he is under pressure from Haaland. Kovacic will drive out of his own penalty area and then lose it to Gundogan. But luckily, it's further up pitch and there is a foul.
Just gonna get it. 10 minutes, I don't see Chelsea getting a goal. But who knows?
Can Aston Villa get into Europe this season? XZ asked. The Villa player says no, not unless we make a really top squad, which I doubt will be done this window. I say Europa League over 2024-2025. Yeah, I view that as realistic, but...
By the way, Leon Bailey, I feel got to keep his head up, man.
Was he injured again?
No, he's not injured, but he's
bad.
He was just really sad last night. He missed a glaring opportunity to make it 2-1.
That's really good from Zakaria again. Chelsea still come forward with 9 minutes to go, by the way. This game isn't over, and I think that's what we forget.
Oh, Kovacic.
Hull's never getting there. It's ambitious from Kova.
Hull is good, but he's not
the Flash.
Say.
Or Haaland.
Say. You could say they are the same human.
No, I don't think Haaland played the Flash. I don't think the Flash is Erling.
No, I think Haaland just is. He was the Flash.
Alright.
City are the Avengers.
Why have we got, like...
Why isn't...
I just looked at the sponsorship board and said, it's a Chelsea thing. What, losing 1-0 at home to City? Like, what's a Chelsea? I think it's a promo for the third shirt.
Oh, God. Haaland, by the way, has been awful today. Not awful.
Which, of course,
that is
the
very
Chelsea
harsh
is
to call Erling Haaland awful. But today...
No, he has been. By his standards, Erling Haaland has been poor.
The bloke who's got more than 1 goal a game this season...
Yeah.
He's been pocketed by a 37-year-old Thiago Silva. Oh,
and a chaotic Koulibaly.
Silva.
His Hull. That's a Kalidou Koulibaly.
Kalidou Koulibaly.
So, you know, tonight, Mason Mount had started in every Chelsea game, was the only player to have done so this season. And tonight is his first game he hasn't played a single minute.
Good.
He'd played not every minute of Chelsea campaign, but had started every game, I think. Anthony Gordon, fast prem player, if you're looking for pace, Chelsea were heavily linked to him. Yeah, but 0 end product, talent, and Harry doesn't like him.
I hate him.
Is it because he dyed his hair?
That's a foul. How's that not a foul? I know Conor Gallagher is like...
Gallagher again. Very involved.
I mean, that's a foul. Gallagher's got to the ball, and it's here.
I thought he went down then, but... it's a bit soft, isn't it?
Gallagher just chucked it
A little bit soft. But, yeah.
It's a throw. I thought it was a goal kick.
Rodri then.
He's just headed that to Rodri.
Kepa.
Oh God.
Under pressure from Haaland.
De
Bruyne, I don't know what he's currently doing, but plays it forward. Havertz puts the pressure on Stones. Stones heads out of play. It's a Chelsea throw. 7 minutes to go. Chelsea have got to go for this now. There's a chance here they pull off the...
Why not?
Impossible.
Either we lose 2-0 to City or we draw 1-1.
And Haaland scores and everyone rejoices in their fantasy teams, or...
Havertz scores and I rejoice in my fantasy team. Either way, I rejoice in my fantasy team. So...
Kovacic, Zakaria, Havertz, Zakaria, looking for Hull. Ake misjudges the header, it comes to Hull. Hutchinson, sorry. Zakaria. Been terrible with names tonight. I think Zakaria and Chukwuemeka are up constantly, and now I'm calling Amar Hutchinson Lewis Hull. It's poor. Kovacic now. Looks for Havertz again. Havertz, Zakaria. City just so deep now. Absolutely camped now in their box, pretty much. Lewis Hull. That's why to bring it forwards and then has to go back. Another minute gone now.
Time's ticking.
Thiago Silva. Koulibaly. See, finds Lewis Hall out wide.
That's good.
Moves it forward. Havertz gets a touch, but they've lost possession.
That's a foul.
And it is pulled back for a foul. Haaland isn't allowed just to run with the ball forwards.
I think Havertz is right.
The Villa player says, to be fair, I do feel awful for Bailey for not getting us the 3 points, but it isn't his fault. The man's been doing well this season, so I don't blame him for his miss.
Yeah. I mean, he can't blame himself either. I think he's just annoyed that he hasn't provided as much as he probably should have, but he can't be annoyed, you know.
And now Callum Phillips is going to get a go.
Wow. Let's let his favourite player out for a little run. 5 minutes ago, just short up defensively.
I'd say weaken it defensively.
Probably. I don't know. What does Callum
And this is for Rodri. Chelsea have a chance now. But I don't imagine it will be. I imagine it'll be for like Gundogan or something.
Or Haaland.
It'll be for Haaland. It is...
Oh, Rodri's injured, to be fair. It's going to be Rodri.
It's going to be for Rodri. 5 minutes without Rodri on the pitch.
Maybe.
He's been pivotal for Chelsea, for City so far. Pivotal in stopping Chelsea. Calvin Phillips now is going to get some minutes.
To himself.
I think he's just happy. Happy to be on the pitch.
For once. Before, when Chelsea equalise and Pep calls him fat again, you know...
As he's rushing his compatriot off the pitch.
That's the second time Rodri's been shoved by a Chelsea player.
So yeah, Calvin Phillips on now. Can Chelsea exploit City's
4 minutes.
newfound weakness?
It's time to score.
Koulibaly tries to release Havertz in behind.
Direct?
Well, because that's how we beat him in the Champions League final. Gallagher puts it back in the direction of Havertz, but it's not really come off. And someone...
Why didn't he pick that up?
Yeah, I don't know.
T. Silva. He's
Under pressure from Haaland. Plays it forwards. It's Zachariah. Fights Gundogan for the ball. That is a City throw, unfortunately. How's Cam Phillips get the number 4? I don't really know, because obviously that's a number for centre-half, isn't it? But City had to give 5 and 6 there.
Hang on. Where does this guy want to take his throw from, then? Go back. Thank you. There we go. Zachariah's telling him to do so. Zachariah
again has been really, really good.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't think Chelsea have been worse than City. It's just a poor
I think
10-15 minute spell at the start of the half that City capitalised on.
I think City got better into the second half, though. Chelsea didn't get worse.
But
City
considering
got better.
the match, I don't think there is one. No one stood out. No individual has stood out. What do you think the score will be? Welcome to the stream, Callum Smith. I would imagine now City 1-0. Chelsea have a chance to find an equaliser. City could get a second as well, but it's not going to be anything more than 1-0, 1-1 or 2-0.
There's more chance we see a 2-0 than a 1-1.
Probably, yeah. Chelsea really pushed for it towards the end and City just get a second. But Chelsea are in this game.
Yeah.
Chelsea are definitely in this game. Here's Lewis Hall. And if they could take a point from City, I'd be very content with tonight's game. Silva. Koulibaly. Kepa. It's a bit of an ambitious ball, but Aspie does get there. Again, another 90 minutes for Aspie in the tank. I'm very worried about how long he's going to last. Zachariah does really, really well. And again, this is sublime from Dennis Zachariah. A lovely dribble, brilliant footwork. And now Chukwuemeka can burst down this left-hand side. He finds Lewis Hall further forward. City have managed to recover in great numbers very quickly. Kovacic, Zachariah, Havertz. Zachariah again, lets it run across his body, gives it to Kovacic, looks out wide. Lewis Hall's there. Can he get a cross in? Waiting for Chukwuemeka to make the overlap. That's brilliant from Lewis Hall. It's brilliant. Bit of movement there. It just doesn't fall to anyone.
Silva keeps it alive.
Hutchinson. Can he get a cross in?
He can. Was it handball?
Chelsea fans aren't really complaining. Chelsea fans aren't really complaining.
Oh, he spun Silva and
gives it to Grealish. Kovacic makes a tactical foul. That could be a yellow card. It is going to be a yellow card for Kovacic.
Smart from Kovacic, because he knows if Chelsea's still got a chance this game, let's just take the yellow, move on. Well, 1 minute to go for the 90 plus additional time. I don't even know if we'll see much. Maybe 2, maybe 3. This is going to be... I don't see the game changing.
That's a really exciting bit of play from Lewis Hall. And from Zachariah as well, who has been sensational this season.
Sit down. Lewis Hall does really well again.
Managed to beat
again, City happy for that ball to be headed away.
Yeah, and they're going to take their sweet time about picking this up. How many added minutes of our time would you expect? If this is the World Cup, I'd be saying 7, 8, but probably 2.
Yeah, 2, 3.
On to the stream, Rob. Hi, Jack. Just joined in just in time. Who scored? It was Riyad Mahrez. Jack Grealish had played it across the box. It was left by everyone for Chelsea, and Mahrez slotted it in the back post. Thiago Silva now. Kovacic. Chelsea come forwards again. It is going to be 4 additional minutes. Chelsea still have a chance now. Hull. Koulibaly. It's now with Kovacic. Finds Thiago Silva. Under pressure from De Bruyne, goes now to Aspi. Here's Amari. Goes back, it's now with Dave. Thiago. That's weird saying calling Thiago Silva Thiago. Bye, Jack. Alright, thanks for dropping in, Rob. Koulibaly. Hull.
That's why back though.
Kovacic, Chukwuemeka. Now Chelsea can come forwards. Chukwuemeka has Hull to his left.
Got to use Hull.
Havertz to his right. Goes to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall for Chelsea. It's a terrible effort on Lewis Hall, mate.
Oh, he's done
He lashes at it. He gets too excited there. It's a good
He's been
bit
brilliant.
of play from Chelsea.
Ian's so...
Chukwuemeka's drive forward. Hull made the overlapping run, and with City having a 3-back tonight, he opened up. He just needs to be low and hard or anything other than what he did. But
Exactly, he's done the one
he leaned back. He hit it high.
He's done the one possible wrong thing there.
He could have just duped them all and cut inside.
That's the chance. I think that's the chance.
Empty net with all defenders sat on the floor.
I feel bad for Lewis Hall because obviously he felt like he let us down in the Carabao Cup against City. So unlucky.
It's out of play now for a Chelsea free.
Just the one, either go
Straight
low and
for
hard
Hudson's
at the goal,
kick.
low and hard across the box, or dink it into the middle, and the one thing he
Koulibaly.
did was smash it over the bar.
Lashes it forwards. Gundogan gets a nice touch.
Difference,
Zachariah
I know this is going to sound...
heads out by
Ben
Ake.
Chilwell has slapped that top right, and we're sitting here because it's 1-1.
Yeah,
But I love
Marcus
Lewis
Alonso
Hall.
does as well, but then we'd be 4-0 down. So I don't get your point there.
4-1 down, you mean?
Yeah. Gallagher, Havertz, Kovacic. It's messy
What's
between him
Gallagher
and
doing
Gallagher.
again?
He's shoulder barging Kovacic.
Oh, Gallagher. Oh,
That's a terrible pass, but Chukwuemeka has recovered it nicely.
Back to Gallagher.
Gallagher. Can he cross it?
Lewis dives in. Oh, he's done well.
Lewis
there.
as
Who's
well.
that?
It's a Chelsea throw.
Phillips.
Hug is going to get that ball
Clock's
quickly,
ticking.
desperate to take the throw fast.
Just
There's a
over a
minute and
minute.
20 seconds. Throws it all the way back to Koulibaly. Under pressure from
There we go.
Haaland.
If that's Rudiger, he scored
Thiago
35 yards out there.
It bangs one off. Koulibaly.
I think Rudiger did shoot for an air and missed, I wouldn't be annoyed.
Here's Hull. Falls back again. Chelsea just can't penetrate this City team at the moment. Hutchinson. The touch is really, really good.
But Ake's on
Ake
to drive
putting
him
on a
backwards.
lot of pressure, and then now Thiago Silva across to Koulibaly. Chelsea forced to play these same passes again as they try shift the ball around and see if they can just create an opening. Chukwuemeka, sorry.
Oh, it's one
And
back
now
by
Mahrez
City.
has the ball and Koulibaly's dived in, and that's going to be a foul, and that was really silly. And that's going to be a yellow card for
That's a
Koulibaly.
harsh yellow.
He's gone in recklessly. It's
That's a game
probably
right
not his
now.
first challenge, and that's
20 seconds.
20 seconds to go. City are never going to take this free kick, and Chelsea. They've fought well, but it's not been good enough from Chelsea today, and the difference in quality, City on their bad, they take a 1-0 win, whereas Chelsea, who held strong, can't get a goal. And yeah.
Not a bad performance though. Man of the match.
I think Colin Chukwuemeka really changed the game when he came on. I don't think City have been all that impressive, so I think it's hard to give him a player of the match. They've not done well. I'm not disappointed as a Chelsea fan by our performance. I'm annoyed that the result isn't a point or more from today. But other than that, I'd have no grievances with how we played. It's just a few frustrating individuals now.
I'll go John Stones.
Yeah.
Just because of the last ditch tackling made on Pulisic.
Yeah, I think that's really good. If no injuries happen today, do you think we win that game?
I don't know.
Without
because
Aubameyang
Chukwuemeka
in the
doesn't come up.
side. Yeah, but I think Pulisic evidently still was making good movement. Could have arguably done better than Chukwuemeka. Yeah, Chukwuemeka did well, but that's because we weren't expecting him to do well. Pulisic made a good run, could have got a goal if it wasn't for a really good John Stones tackle. I think the same as well for Sterling. We wouldn't have had Aubameyang on the pitch.
Yeah.
Instead, Raheem Sterling would have been there too.
Oh, he's not looking very happy.
I think he knows that. I don't know. I don't think he knows anything. I think he's just
He doesn't seem
annoyed.
very sad, but he isn't.
No, he shouldn't be anyway.
Right.
Yeah. In terms of next games, obviously City We'll play Chelsea again in the FA Cup this Sunday, and that is going to be painful, probably as a Chelsea fan again. But hope maybe we can get a result. We managed to only lose 1-0 tonight. I don't think that's a terrible. It was a good performance, but yeah, frustrated not to take much from it. City, we'll be back with them. Their first game of next game week as they play Manchester United in the Manchester Derby. And as for Chelsea, I don't know who they play next, but probably not going to be great, is it? But yeah, I'll follow them next Thursday, obviously. But yeah, until then, until next Saturday, we will have podcasts out in the week. I think we're going to try and get 2 out for next week, one Monday, one Wednesday. If not, there will certainly be one out on the Wednesday, but we might get one out on the Monday, considering we're not streaming this weekend. But yeah, that is all from us today. Thank you all very much for watching or listening. It's been a very good evening. But yeah, thank you for watching and listening. Look out for the content, and we'll see you all next time.